Good evening. How you guys doing? Jojo, Hutterfaust, welcome. Yeah, it's another printer. Same protocol. So I think it has some other ones as well, but I don't think we'll get into that tonight. But how you guys doing? How's your week? Hopefully it was good. I've got them both set up here, as you can see. Welcome. Yeah, so it's another printer. It's an Epson printer this time. Exactly. So you get it. Yeah. So the library does work. This printer works a little differently. It's almost like a real company built this printer. The manuals are fantastic compared to the Hoenn non-existence of a manual, essentially. And we'll see how it compares to the Hoenn printer when it gets unexpected things. Yoltz, how you doing? The random printer I took a pic of also had a Saber printer too. So the Chinese place I always get food at, and by always I mean they know me. I call up, they recognize the number, and they go, same thing? I go, yup. Okay, 10 minutes. Click. 20-second phone call tops. Usually around 15 seconds. Anyway, so that Chinese place I went to, their receipt printers are Star printers. And I consciously thought, I'm not going to take a picture of this printer like JoJo. Okay, guess what? Right? Yeah, don't tempt me yet. I did have to stop myself, yes. I have a hair? Yeah, okay. I had a hair in there. Anyway, so to demonstrate something that is different, so I'm going to print out the same image, the image that's on there now. I'm going to print that out again on both of these printers. Now, I want to see if you can tell what the difference is, right? So here's the Hoenn. Okay. If I hit the right buttons, that'd be fine. And now, here is the Epson. Can you tell what the difference is? Now, it's not an issue with the printer. Because text. Text. That was the SM script, I think. That was a shorter script. Because this thing absolutely moves. Right? Like, it will go. Right? Like, it's not. Oh, fuck. I don't want to print all that. Actually, I guess I'm printing all that. Okay. Huh. Can I? Okay. Oh, it didn't like that. It didn't like that at all. You found the problem I found? So, I was gonna cut it here in a second. I don't like that, but whatever. Let me roll this up real quick before it makes a mess. So apparently the buffer is a little larger on this one. Just a little. And can fit the entire script. Which is cool, because I noticed it didn't really pause just then. I hadn't tried printing out the whole script yet on this one. So that's a problem. Not a problem. I mean, I get it. But yeah, so for that, the image stuttering thing, it's probably doing that because, but I do appreciate this. Yes, I love it. I'm glad the serrated edge is there. I mean, for the other one, I can kind of still tear on a straight line, but it's a little shaky, you know? Also, I am noticing it is a solid line in the bottom of the image. We are doing something wrong. Both the printers, different makes and models, have that line at the bottom of the image. Something we are doing is wrong. I don't know what yet, but something's wrong. Can you see that? Yeah. Something's wrong there. Desk? There it is. Look at that. Yeah. Both of them are doing it. It's not the printer. It is something in our code. Yay! I go over here. So we might try and figure that out tonight. Because that's something that's been bugging me for a while. And the fact that it's happening on both means it's not the printers. Yeah. Hang on, I gotta sneeze. Excuse me. That doesn't show on the 24 pixel tall images, which coincides with our for loops. Ah. Yeah, I figure it's we're not handling the alignment correctly, right? So there's two things I'm going to do real quick. The first, in printer.go over here, 24. Look for that. Good. I'm going to remove, for now, this. I'm going to take out that weight, and I'm going to see what happens with the image. Really? Really? That's interesting. That's really interesting, actually. Okay, so it's not that. That's doing the pause. We don't have a pause in here. Oh, there's a LF. Would it be the line feed? Line feed's not doing anything special, right? LF. No, it's just doing it right. Right, it's not doing anything special. Try coming out of the line feed. Yeah, okay. Let's see what happens if I don't do the line feed. Yeah. Yeah, the line feed does need to be there, as far as I'm aware. We're just going to do a go run main image. That's not correct. That's funny, but that ain't correct. Huh. Does this just write the LF to this, by the way? Like 0A? Like, is that what? It does. Why am I writing that as a separate command? Hang on. Hang on. Wait a minute. Hold up. Command. Okay. Row equals append command row. like that. Row equals append command LF. Row. What happens here? So it's not a separate command. It's a separate command that can be sent as itself, sure. But what if we don't? This. Oh, what if we don't? It just did a line feed. There, that was on the buffer. That line feed cleared the buffer. It's not doing that anymore. Really? Not fprint. I want to do a print line. Print line. Why not? Just row. It's gonna look ugly, but it's fine. Oh God, I'm an idiot. That's okay. Yep. Row. Still has that line at the end. Okay, well, we'll get to that later. Yeah. Can you explain why it matters? Why what specifically matters? The slow stuff? Because this printer can move. That ain't right. Thank you for the follow, by the way. Appreciate that. Yeah, I was appending it to the command. Yeah. So yeah, even with that, that's weird. Okay, so what if I adder does this thing have a freaking host name? I don't think it does. Let me open up my router config real quick. Devices, no, advanced devices. Not that it changes anything. Not that it shows me the IP addresses of these fucking things. It doesn't show up. He's the most powerful. Because it's, oh my God, it's not DHCP. That's the Hoenn printer isn't DHCP. That's why it doesn't show up. Ah! Some guy, how you doing? Welcome. Thank you for 31 months. Appreciate that. If it doesn't happen when with the images that are an even multiple of the print row height, then I guess it has to do with your go image to row conversion. Right. That's what I suspect. That kind of go and just running black when asked for pixels that are outside the image area. Yes. Yeah. Actually, can I just do if? What was it Z? Yeah, if it's literally just this. If that is greater than image dot bounds dot max dot x, no, dot y, c equals var color dot gray. I hate that spelling of gray. C equals color dot white, right? Else we're gonna do this stuff. Can I just do that? Is that an okay thing to do? Not if I What? 525. 25 here. Oh, yep. There it is. Okay. Cannot use color white variable gray 16 as gray. Really? Invalid operation. Not an interface. I know it's not an interface. Can I just... Huh? White equals... Oh, look at the time. Hey, done John Mega? For 44 months? You already have a... 520. Oh, shoot, you're right. Oh, is that why then? Because it just doesn't do it. It,
He's the most powerful hacker of all time.
You are aware that thermal printer paper cannot be recycled, right? Thus, congratulations on generating an
John
efficient
Mega.
amount of waste.
Or Epic, I'm sorry. Epic. I have some news for you. This waste is less than a drop of a bucket in the bucket compared to the amount of waste per day at my day job. It's atrocious. All right. All right, so we're not going to continue there. C equals color dot gray y 0 f no, 0 x f f. I need color C equals no var C color dot gray, and then get rid of that. Else, do those. Okay. Yeah, that pad didn't exactly work. Huh? 512. What the fuck? Oh. Damn it! Still there. Okay, well, what if I just do 0 then instead? What was that noise? That is wrong. That is wrong. It's not a waste if you burn it. You found the magic, did you? Greater than or equals to. Greater than or equals to? It does look like 1 pixel, so an off by 1 I could say being the issue. That's what it was, off by 1. So if I put that continue back, put that there and get rid of that and that. Grab this, put it there again. God damn it. You can make tones. Oh my god. Even though it doesn't have a beeper or buzzer or whatever. That's what it was. Alright. Adder. God damn it. Oh, right, because what is it? 192.168.1.32? No, 20 something. 23. Let me just pause device equals that. That's what it was. That's what it was. All right, that's cool. So we need to get rid of that. We're going to put this back in there for now. We're going to get rid of that. Diff on that. Oh, because I've got the extra line feed in there now. There we go. Alright, that's good. Yeah, I'm just gonna commit that separately. Add P there. Yes. Quit. Get diff. Cached. Good. Yeah. Print paper was made out of one hell of a thing. BPA is known as that. Making the body's own what? Yeah, it has been shown to cause abnormal redox. What? Receipt paper or printer paper or receipt paper? Test this code out. What is this? This guy here? What is this up here? How, what the hell kind of copy paste job is this? Yeah, don't eat paper. Really. This here. Absorb it through your skin. Yay. Hey, let me commit this real quick. Okay, commit. Fix. And off by one. Wait a minute. Is that in this one too? That's gonna be in both of them, isn't it? Yeah. Fix and off by one when converting images for print. Fixed printing a single line of dots at the end of an image. Yeah. Let's move this over here for now. There it goes. And then I want to do a diff of this guy again because I want to add this guy here. Yes on that. Quit. Commit. Amend. X. Okay. Get show. Just those two. Why are they at different levels? Different indent levels? Because they're the same fucking thing. Why the hell? XYZ or YXZ. YXI, because reasons. YXZI. Why the hell? Huh? Oh, right, because it's... I don't know why, actually. I think it. Top is the code to call the bottom. Huh? What do you want about? It's because the status quo does not justify further worse of the situation. What I'm doing, like, is again, like, nothing. All right. One is 3 bytes high per row, while the other one is 1 byte per row. Yeah, I think that's what it is. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, the 24-bit is 3 bytes high, whereas the other one isn't. So yeah. She'll get push. Okay. So that's that. Let me add no, that's the wrong spot for the SP. SP there. E main image small string arg 8. It's just 8. Just 8. That's not going to be a string. That's going to be a bool. Like that. Let's go down to... Not char size. Connect. No. Text. Tabs. Image. If... args.image.small. Else... Image, where are you? Image. 8. I mean, it's not exactly small, but feed 5 lines. Do it again. Do it again. Do it again. All right. Let's do the same thing on the other one and watch how long this takes. That one didn't pause. Huh. That works well. Feed doesn't work. Apparently. Yeah, I mean, by that reasoning, you should be using a computer because that causes waste. Yeah, or driving a car. Oh. Yeah, if you think about anything hard enough, you can have that same exact argument, which I'm not gonna have that argument. Congratulations, wasted for nothing. And how do you know that, huh? How do you know that no one would use it? Yeah. Learning isn't waste. For enjoyment and learning. Right. Now, if I just had this outside, just printing to, like, nobody, that'd be a waste. You avoid that argument because you lack any reasonable justification. No, you're just being an ass, is what you're being. You're just being argumentative. That's it. And by the way, today, I'm not in the best mood for it because of bullshit that happened at work. Some fucker at work, we have a postal update this weekend, right? And the meeting that was supposed to go over this shit was canceled by this idiot. So I make a lot of noise about it. We had a meeting today instead where some VPs were in the meeting, and he got pissy at me, so I yelled at him in front of the VPs. I'm not in a great mood for it. Honestly. Honestly. So fucking stop. All right? Yeah, spend that argument, like spend that energy doing something else. Besides, oh fuck, you waste. But at one point, my plan was to literally throw this into a fire, and it would have been absolutely worth it. Arky Boots, I'm curious. Tonight alone, how many stacks of paper have you thrown out? I'm just curious. I'm curious. For those unaware, by the way, Arky Boots works the night shift at my job. He runs the actual printers. We waste so fucking much paper. Jesus Christ. Like, it's hard to comprehend the level of waste there. Like, you thought, like, Duncan wasted. You thought Panera wasted. No. Where I work, it's, like, industrial level. I've had these printers for over a year. I've bought a single package of printer paper for these things. Not even halfway through it yet. Or maybe a little more than halfway through it. We go through boxes of printer paper at work. Literal boxes. Like one ream of paper, the report printer, the little one, the bottom drawer takes 4 reams at once. And that's refilled literally daily. Half the shit that comes out of that printer goes directly into a bin. Directly. We don't even fucking read it. Directly into the bin. So don't get on my ass for printing basically nothing. Card Chief, how you doing? Welcome. Given the mention of alcohol earlier, initially I read that has no more new off licenses. Yeah. Toss 10 ream boxes around all night, and at least a box gets thrown away on a good day. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's what printers are for, printing basically nothing. Yeah. Like, all those receipts. Like, when I went to get lunch today, the receipt that printed out on the printer, I signed one so he could, I don't know, shove it into a drawer somewhere and forget about it. And I didn't want the other one that automatically printed, so again, he threw that out. Yeah, those big rolls. Oh my! I don't have pictures of those. If you can grab a picture of them, I'll bring them on screen. Those rolls, Jesus Christ. I feel like more than any other paper, receipt paper is garbage 90%. Yeah, and again, like I'm doing something while I'm I'm not just like printing it to who gives a shit. I am doing something productive in this process. I go to the store, I don't want a receipt, I get a receipt from the store. Exactly. Whenever I go out to eat and I have the option, whenever I buy anything and I have the option to get a receipt, I say no. Because it's going to go immediately in the garbage. I'm not even going to look at it. That's more wasteful than what I'm doing here. Honestly. They're literally half a ton each. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Those things are absolutely massive, the rolls we have. And, like, what was it? Last week, the printer that uses those was having problems. Like, a quarter of the way through the roll. So there's 3/4 left of this paper. 3/4 left, and the printer goes, ew, I don't like this paper anymore, and throws all kinds of fucking errors. So they took the roll off and put on a brand new roll with 3/4 of the fucking thing left. I don't think we're actually throwing. I think we're going to try and figure out how to use that because that's a lot of money there. But still, In my case, it goes in my wallet for 3 days and I throw them away. Yeah. We have over a ton of paper marked. Sorry, not good enough. Is that the paper on the pallets in the back that was like rained on at one point? That paper with the envelopes that were fucking sat on or something, so they don't run in the machine all right. So we have pallets of this shit that we can't even use because the machines go, ew, I don't like it, and jams every other envelope. Don't get me started on what's in the back. Yeah. Well, Liquor Store recently did something nice in that regard for the self-checkout things. Where you need a receipt to open the gate. They now give you an option to only print a barcode without also getting the items. Ooh. Yeah. The argument for that one can be that's recyclable. What, the little receipt with the barcode? I don't know if that's recyclable, but you can't like reuse that barcode, you know? But yeah. The tons of paper? Oh, yeah. Well, I don't know. Allegedly, we have we do recycling with our shredded shit, but I don't know. I don't know how far I want to throw that one, because again, we use another company for that, and all we really care about is that it's shredded, because again, we print fucking checks. Yeah. Could just be landfill. Yeah, exactly. Could just be landfills. Although that said. Paper and paper products are like one of the most recycled thing, or recyclable, I guess. So like cardboard, that is very recyclable. Not infinitely though. You can't like always do like it. Any cardboard you make, eventually is going to land somewhere in the garbage. Period, because it degrades to such a point. The fibers degrades to such a point that it cannot be used in anything new anymore. Period. Yeah. Sometimes recycling means sometimes recycling means in a warehouse to eventually be recycled. Yeah, in a warehouse to eventually be like, actually it's too expensive to recycle. We're just gonna put it in a landfill anyway. Welcome to America. The reason that, by the way, that they were sitting in the warehouse is because China suddenly stopped taking them, right? Because they're shipping it all off to China. And they were just dumping it fucking wherever anyway. But, you know, it's on the other side of the world, so who gives a shit, right? China finally did, like, a good thing and said, wait a minute, actually, hang on. This stuff that we say we can recycle, we actually can't, so we're just not going to take it anymore. By the way, so we probably shouldn't do that. Epson reference XU, which is not in the Hoenn. XU. Selecting unidirectional print mode, XU enables printing patterns in which the top and bottom parts are aligned vertically. The fuck? What do you mean aligned vertically? Also, what is this website? What the fuck? What the shit? What is this? This is asterisk. Not escape U. Escape Where's escape U, that one. And this one. I can't, that's not implemented on this printer. Alright. Turns off what mode? I have to scan my digital receipts, OCR them, and print them on expensive thermal paper. Yeah, it shows it what printers it's implemented on. So, not ours. We got the TML90. LFC, what the fuck is LFC? Let's see what one of these is. What is this guy? That's not... It figured it out, though. That's cool. What is this? Can I get a bigger image than 150 by 140, please? Jesus Christ. These are like old printers, aren't they? There's a bigger image. What the hell? These are chunky boys. I don't trust China's greenness because they paint grass green, but that's corruption at a local level. Yeah. This is not a card printer. This? No, that's... No. Does it do both? What is this picture? Okay. Can I view that file? Windows XP logo. I can see Windows XP over there. Color receipts. Oh boy. High resolution 1 and 2 color logos. Coupons, bar, space codes. Good job. And more on customer receipts. Is this like a script thing? JavaScript thing? No. Oh well, it's not really important. Knock knock, the 2000s calling. All right. It means alternating between right to left and left to right from the Greek bos, ox, and okay. I see. Marion, how you doing? Yeah, I know that they did that weird bullshit where they just got to the end of the line instead of going back to the beginning. They just did the U-turn. It's like, huh? What? How do you read? What? How do you read that? What? Huh? Yeah. I think this is a dot matrix or inkjet type thing, where there's a print head moving back and forth. Possibly. Otherwise, it doesn't make much sense to talk about the printing being unidirectional for alignment. See if there was something like that. That setting from back when I played with dot matrix printers. That a thermal card printer? It's a receipt printer. It can do that. I know. Apparently. It's ribbon, so it's impact. Oh God. The accessory, which is a whole nother printer. Gotta remember those things. The printhead cleaners, I've used those a bunch. Scanner, these aren't accessories. Just other products. Oh, that's the two-tone. Okay, yeah, because some of these will have like on the ribbon, the upper half will be black and the bottom half will be red, right? So depending on which color you want, you shift up the ribbon, so the impact hits that color you want. Print on zero printers, by the way, just flexing. Yeah, we got those at work too. So in our clearing room, which is like the special handling room, essentially, we ship out stuff. You want to talk about fucking waste? Goddamn. We ship out stuff like for overnight via FedEx and UPS, and they've got label printers in there. We have separate label printers for UPS and FedEx because they both do shit differently. Because of course, the FedEx ones use Zebra. The UPS ones use some other printer that isn't made anymore, which is cool. So like to get it, you have to fucking get it off eBay. Impact, yeah, impacts are like dot matrix or typewriters or whatever. Yeah, these would be like a dot matrix, I think. Yeah, but what was I saying? Oh yeah, so in that special handling room, like, so we print checks, right? But some people want the checks overnighted, so we take a single piece of paper and put it into a cardboard envelope that goes out to UPS. And depending on where it goes, it might hit a plane. Not hit a plane, but it might go on a plane. You said, oh boy, let's see. So this is the size of the rolls. They are large. That's an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. the U.S. letter size. Someone just throws a box of checks at a plane. Yeah, right. You can see there's 2 sitting here. We have a lot of these. And a fax still exists. Oh god, don't mind about faxes. But yeah. So even when everything's going all right, we don't use down to the cardboard. There's still like, I don't know, a few inches left at the end of a roll. So we won't like exhaust the entire roll here. Thank you for this picture, by the way. I appreciate that. My guess is too much to print out at a non-printing place. What's this now? Oh, like for checks? You don't fax checks. No, fuck no. And some of these checks, especially the ones that are in the special handling, are high dollar checks. And I don't mean like a few $100. I don't mean a few $1,000. I don't mean a few $10,000. I mean hundreds of thousands of dollars on one check. Multiple hundreds of thousands of dollars sometimes, right? Hell, the other day, last week I think it was, the big bank called us about a check we mailed out in fucking April. And they're like, yeah, so this check was supposed to be overnighted. It never got there. What happened? And we're like, fucking what? It's July. This was mailed in April. Why are you just calling now? Huh? And like, yeah, we don't know what happened to it, and we kind of want to find out. There's 2 of them, by the way. Both of them individually are $9 million. I have a few questions. Number one, why did you wait until July to ask about this? Number 2, has anybody tried to cash them? You will know because checks are a big paper trail. Number 3, did you put a hold on that check? Did you go, hey, this check number, don't fucking cash it. Don't do it. We don't know where it went. Who the fuck writes a 9 mil check? These, so these aren't your personal checks, right? These are usually like refund kind of things or like royalty checks. So someone like writes a book and a movie gets made or whatever, and they get royalties off that movie. They get a royalty check, right? That's what these are. These are like the bank is sending you a check. The check width is like 8.5 inches wide and like 3 inches high. It's a chonky check, right? Not a wire transfer. It's a paper trail, honestly. I mean, yeah, you can do it with a wire or a direct deposit, absolutely. And that's kind of why our volume has been going down over the past few years, because people are switching to electronic deposits. Now, just, casually misplace $18 million. Don't bother to follow up for 3 months. Yeah. Tell us a picture of a giant toilet paper roll. No, this is paper. Like paper that's printed on. The 60-pound paper, I think. Right? That's what this is, right? That's what you sent me a picture of? Might as well be late. Yeah, might as well be. So we have 60-pound paper and 20-pound paper. Those numbers, 60 and 20, are apparently measured differently because who cares? But that's just how we know them now, so that's what we call them. What? Like, if you measured the 20-pound paper the same way you measured the 60-pound paper, it wouldn't be 20 pounds. It'd be a lot closer to 60. Basically, the 60-pound is, the 20-pound is the shit you get at Staples that you put in your printer at home, right? That's the 20-pound paper. The 60-pound paper is the expensive shit you get in the mail that's like fucking ads or some bullshit or spam, because wire transfers don't, according to who? I didn't say wire transfers didn't, but like checks are like a literal paper, like a physical, literal paper trail. I don't know. 20 pound will be 54. 60 pound will be 24. Oh, if you use the other measurement system for them? Yeah. What even is, like, hang on. 60 will be paper, measurement. Like, how do you, complete guide to paper things weight. Yeah, okay, what's the difference between 24 and 60 pound paper? Yeah, I know what weight and thickness are, okay? Paper weight measurements. Pounds, lbs, or pound is measurement paper weight usually primarily used in the U.S. based on the U.S. customary system. The weight of a single ream of paper, about 500 sheets, determines its numeric value, which is why its single 20-pound paper does not literally weigh 20 pounds. Because the size of a ream can vary between variants. 20-pound paper may not be... Okay, but what about the 60? This is what it is. Grams per square meter converted to pounds, isn't it? So we had 2,000 sheets. Yeah. Why about a physical trail with just a fire? I mean, yeah. Some water can destroy physical paper weight. Yeah. I know. So 60 pound is like 3. Probably, yeah. About that, yeah. The beep does. Yeah, there's no beeper in this. Didn't you read the manual? There's no beeper in this one. Did you say it was like 52 or something like that? 54? Standard weight of most bond paper, an office printer paper. Yep. 16 pound. 60 GSM. Okay. 20 pound. Sturdier weight that can be make internal business judgments. Yeah, so 20 pound. All right. I don't know. These don't actually line up to what I'm used to hearing. So, yeah, basically is we made up the numbers, I guess. Yeah, there's no beeper. That's why it doesn't work. Why different numbers and names are the same? They're not. What? Okay, 24. Whatever. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Point is, we have a lot of fucking paper. We go through a lot of paper. Yeah. It's 2024 mostly. We set all the printers to 75 GSM or 20 pounds. You'd think that would fuck with something. You know? I prefer to print on 400 stone papyrus myself. Yeah, basically. Yeah, 60 pound is actually 24 pound, but we're stupid. Yeah, pretty much. Yep. And speaking of stupid measurements, by the way, so remember last time, last stream, I mentioned that, what was it, PDF CPU library? PDF CPU, Golang, this one. This right here. Right? This stupid library that I couldn't do the 2-up in, right? So kind of tangentially related. Allegedly, this can get bookmarks out of a PDF, right? So I had a PDF, 300 megabyte PDF with like 300,000 pages, with roughly 100K-ish, I'll round to that, bookmarks. I want to get the bookmarks out of it. Bookmark page number, right? That's all I really want. Allegedly, this library can do it. Allegedly. The way it does it is brain dead stupid. API. We're going to have a look at bookmark.go, right? Scroll down here. What I want, I don't want to import, I don't want to add, I don't want to remove. Where the fuck is just the bookmarks? Where the hell? There it is. Bookmarks! So, bookmarks. I give it a read seeker. Stop it. And I give it a configuration. And it gives me some bookmarks and an error message. If it's nil, you fucked up. If that's nil, you fucked up. Well, we do the default, whatever. Otherwise, just relax. Fuck. Sure, whatever. Read, validate, and optimize. I can understand read. I can understand validate. Why the fuck are you optimizing if I just want the bookmarks? I just want bookmarks. Why are you optimizing? Why are you doing this? Read and validate, optimization, and caching fonts. I don't want anything to do with fonts. I just want the bookmarks out of this goddamn PDF. Why are you fucking around with fonts? So I wrote a little program to try this anyway, right? This is before I actually looked into the code. What it did was open a file handle to the PDF and then throw it at that bookmarks function. And I just wanted to print out to another file all the bookmarks. I hit go on it, no pun intended, and immediately started chomping away my RAM. And everything was running slow, and it was hitting my hard drive really fucking hard, right? I'm like, oh, ew, this is going to take forever. So I'm like, oh, I know what I can do. I'm going to read the entire 300 megabyte PDF file into memory. So now I've got a byte slice that is this PDF file. Reading that in takes about a second, if that, right? Then I pass that over to the bookmark thing after wrapping it in the bytes.reader, right? Which is like a buffer thing, right? Read secret buffer, right? Immediately, as soon as I hit go on that one, immediately Windows is like, oh God, stop, it hurts. Oh, fuck. About 5 seconds later, Windows starts paging RAM like fucking mad to hard disk. And I'm like, oh, that's cool, I guess. Meanwhile, my mouse is stuttering around the screen. I'm like, I should probably stop that. Oh my God. I ended up recompiling it for Linux, and I started it up on the Linux server before I left work. That server was not happy, like at all. Like at all. S1 agent, by the way, that's our virus scanner. It went, hey, something's going on. Oh, Jesus. What is going on? Oh, God. Yeah, so it wasn't happy. How many copies of the chunks does it make? I have no idea. I don't know. It's a dog shit library, apparently. Yeah, it's a crap library that like I can't use because like it will bring down any server, I think, that I throw at it, unless I throw like hundreds of cores at it. Because like we're not ever really dealing with small volume of anything, right? If the PDF is small, which does happen, there are sometimes when we have 1 to like 10 pages in one PDF. If that happens, it's because that PDF is in a folder with 10,000 other PDFs. At minimum, that number will go up to 100,000, depending on the job. It's either that, or it's a 300 megabyte file. We don't do anything half-assed, right? We don't work on small things. The small things don't make us money, so we don't do them. I need a robust library that I can throw so much fucking volume at. That's what I need. And PDF is dog shit for data. Just straight up dog shit. My boss doesn't agree, but it's dog shit. It's so like extracting shit out of it. So I have this one PDF for this one job at work, right? Playing with Adobe. Yeah. Don't get me fucking started on Adobe. Oh my God. So it's like the water bills or some shit, right? But it comes in as PDF. The input is PDF. So all the data is in this fucking PDF, including the address we need to send to. And we need to scrape it out of this PDF so we can send it over our postal software, make sure it's a valid address, right? If it is, it slaps an intelligent mail barcode on it. And then it also sorts it based on like zip code or some shit. I don't know. Then we get that back and we put it back on the corrected wow. Put the original one back on for this stuff. But normally we put the corrected address back on the piece and to mail it out, right? Just grabbing the text off of these pages and putting them into a CSV file. Doing nothing else. 10,000-ish pages, give or take. Like 3 minutes. It doesn't sound that bad, but that's the new time. The old time was 15 fucking minutes. 15 minutes! Contrast that with, I have a text file. Each line is a record. For every record, make a page. Here's all the shit on the page. This goes there, this goes there. Make the thing over here, put the image there. First time I got that working and ran it, I thought it crashed. I thought it crashed because it went so fucking fast. I blinked and it was done. That was creating PDFs. PDFs as a data input is dog shit. Oh my god. Also, the one reason why I'm trying to do it like this, by the way, the input for this particular job, but you miss it, yeah. How you distribute your printer? PostScript, number one. So there's another format that is nice to program in, and that's it. If you want to do anything else with this file format, you'll want to scoop your eyes out with a fucking spoon, with a melon baller, right? The format is VIP. It's a Xerox format, which should give you an idea of why it's dog shit to work with. Xerox. In fact, so it's basically PostScript with a bunch of macro nonsense, right? And I posted a screenshot of some decrypted code. It's funny because, like, it's encrypted code, but it's in PostScript, and in order for any fucking PostScript reader to read it, it has to use, like, the same starting values for the encryption. So it's like, oh, I know the encryption key is because it's in the Adobe documentation. Herp derp. But, yeah, something's fucky with it. That's what this is here, by the way, after I've decoded it, and it's just, I don't know what the fuck's going on here. I'm probably doing something fucking wrong. Yeah, so it's a PostScript file that, like, transforms another PostScript file. All proprietary Xerox bullshit. That's what this program that is going through this outputs. So what I could do is I could split the original text file, essentially, the VIP file, very, very easily into individual files to then generate PDFs from each file, which is what I do for some other customers. But, I mean, then I still have this god-awful VIP file or whatever, right, that I got to deal with. So I wanted to be like, all right, well, bookmarks. I have bookmarks in this PDF that's generated through a different process, whatever. Can I split a bookmark? I haven't found a way to make it easy. I will clean them with bleach, thank you very much. Yeah. Can you post this to a page or something? My name thinks I can still make sense of it. I'm going to say no, actually. Because, technically, I'm not supposed to have that in the first place. Big, scary legal warning message on the top of it that I didn't have in that screenshot. So I'm probably not gonna let anyone else have that one. least not yet. So just to keep myself out of more trouble, I guess. Not for now. Not for now. Sorry, I apologize. But not for now. I get the urge to look at that. So I get it. I get it. Believe me, I get it. This is the second time I've looked at this file, by the way. And then, a separate occasion, I looked at this file and went, I don't think I want to do that, actually. I think it might just be easier to re-implement VIP in something else. Because VIP, that actually has, like, you can just search for the spec, and you can get a PDF of the spec. Right? What the hell was that? Can you not? So you can actually just get a spec of get a PDF of this for free online. But yeah, this is the reference manual for the language. Yeah, it looks kind of like very clean PostScript. But yeah, it's PostScript under the hood. That's what all these slash things basically are. Do you have any examples I can scroll to? No, those are all command tables. Commands. I kind of like this. Yeah, it looks kind of like that. And barcodes. I like barcode printing. Yeah. So where's some other examples? Do we have some good examples? Yeah, here's some examples there. But again, it's basically PostScript. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Some bookmarks would actually help with this document. There you go. Here's somewhere here. Right. But yeah. So again, it's PostScript with macros and crap. So I have contemplated writing a parser and an interpreter for PostScript. Briefly. Because then I think, oh God, I'll have to actually interpret PostScript. And I don't think I want to do that. I don't know if I can do that. I don't know. I still haven't convinced myself not to do it. I don't know. Maybe that'll be a project eventually. I don't know. Because if I can get a converter, like an in-house converter made for this thing, like then we don't have to give a shit about Xerox, but we can still use the format, you know? And then I can convert it to any fucking format I wanted, because I'd have full control over that, you know? I can make it spit out PDFs. I can make it spit out PDFs and split it exactly where I wanted it. I could spit it out to fucking JPEG images or some shit. I don't care, right? Or TIFF images. Yeah, I don't know. Yes, that's what this is. You think these printers accept PostScript? You think they do? Probably not. I'm gonna assume they don't. I'm just gonna assume they don't. Hang on, what we're just gonna send that as text. Go run main text. And that's gonna be code tree dot piss. So it's supposed to look like this. This is some code, by the way, that I found on archive.org, actually, a while back. That's what this is here. I did not write this. Someone else wrote it. In 1989. Fuck me. Pawn Theory. Thank you for 3 months. Appreciate that. How you doing? Yeah, Fractal Tree, yeah. So let's see what happens. Text. No, okay. Well, just text, actually. Thank you. Yeah, okay. That's about what I expected. It printed out the text of the source. Yep. Not really surprised there, honestly. That actually did the tabs. Didn't it? Did I have the tab width set? This doesn't set tab width on it for me, does it? I don't think it does. Tabs, come in, text, tab width, default 4. Text. Okay, text doesn't actually print that. I'm gonna yank that. I'm gonna put it up here somewhere. How dare you? Segfault? Nope. Oh, cause yeah, cause. Okay, it's not tabs. It's text.tab width. Yeah, it's about the same. Yeah, it's about the same. Whatever. Anyway, even if it's more PostScript, you probably have to tell it that it is PostScript before setting it. Probably. Yeah. Although, not necessarily actually. So at work, to print PostScript on like the laser printer, you literally just netcat it. You just copy the PostScript file to the printer. Like literally just that's what you do. And the printer goes, "Yep, I know what this is." Same thing with PDF actually. You just copy it over the printer. And PCL, same thing. And just plain text. It'll do plain text as well. In that case, it'd be more likely that it assumes PostScript unless they tell it otherwise. Not necessarily. Laser printers at work again, like they will. You can cat just your terminal output to it, and it will print your terminal output. Or whatever. Yeah. I've had it where I've accidentally printed or sent a PGP encrypted file to the printer, and it will interpret it as text. Doesn't print right, but it prints too much. It's funny when it happens, until we realize, oh shit, that's gonna eat through 16 reams of paper. I should probably stop it. Yeah. I think I found the technical spec for our printer. Is that the one I linked? That might be the one that I pinned, actually. What do you mean it doesn't have any pinned messages? Discord! There it is. I've got Rev E. You've got Rev A? And the I. Okay, well, fair. It's like 50 TM90 version. Yeah. How does your printer driver interpret too wide images? It doesn't. It just. Well, actually, let's find out what this one will do, right? So there's some images that I've got, right? Printer. Put off. PLB full pages. This is a full page of a PDF. This is a PNG image. The smaller version of this, I printed out on this much paper. It's 200 some odd pages, 219 pages, right? This is the full size. The size that I actually printed out is this right here. That's what I actually printed out. So this is at 29%, by the way. So if I do zoom normal, this is the full size of this image, right? This is the spec, by the way, for the language I use at work, which is a terrible, god-awful language. Oh my god, it's so bad. How does a printer interpret it? Yes, that's the better question. The library is just like, I don't give a shit. Because again, we don't necessarily know what your printer can support because the printer doesn't report that, right? Okay, so we're gonna do image, and then that's gonna be code printer PDF PLB resized first. Oh, no, full pages resized 001. This is the small image. Okay, small image. So I knew that one was going to work because it was the right size. Right? That's what it's supposed to look like. Data bus! Yeah. I didn't put on 30. I said, how do you? I don't think I did. All right, so we're going to take out that resize folder. We're going to print the full size of that, which is a little bit wider. When I did it with the other printer, I don't know if I still have that. I may have thrown out what it actually printed. Yeah, I don't think I still have that. All right. This can auto scale for 58? Yeah, right? It's a fancy fucking printer. Now, I don't know if you noticed, that doesn't look right. Let me try that again. I think I fat fingered something. I did. It is not happy. We're gonna turn this off. Like that. Turn it back on. It's gonna cut. Hungry hippo. How you doing? Could you? Another printer? Yeah, another printer. And with one of every brand. I mean, that is a possibility. That is a real possibility. Okay. Was this before Richie C? Maybe. Maybe. So PLB, this version of PLB, the standard is from 1994. Although, before it was called PLB, it was called Data Bus. I think Data Bus. Yeah. I think it was Data Bus, and the company was Data Point. Yeah. But is that C72? PLB was written because a company, Data Point, wanted to run COBOL on 8-bit machines. But COBOL was for Big Iron mainframe. So they wrote what eventually became PLB. $70,000 for PLB. Okay. What is C? C programming language. Also, first appeared 1972. Whew. Data bus language. $1972. CB. That's fucking COBOL. Get out of here. This is one I use, PLS. That's PostScript. RL feels like Ruby or some shit, you know? You can disable the auto cutter. Yeah, I know. It's on there somewhere. I need to get in there and do that. Yeah, I remember seeing it in there. I don't feel like doing it right now, though. Yeah. Influenced by COBOL. Ew. Same about the same time, actually. Like contemporaries, then. Yeah. Only the big difference is the last stable release for like the C spec was 6 years ago. The last preview release was 4 months ago. People know what the fuck C is. You ask a programmer if they've heard of C, and they go yes. Even if they don't program in it, they've probably heard of it. As all the scary language that is low level or some shit. Fucking nobody's heard of PLB. I didn't hear of PLB until I started at my current company. All right? Probably going to start with my language and split up my spec a bit because it's huge and it's going to get bigger still. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Okay, so I don't need that open. I don't need that open. I don't need that open. Or that. Or that. Or that. I'll leave that open. I don't need that open. I don't need that open. Or that. I'll leave that open, though. Okay. Never heard of a job? No, look at you. The PLB ambassador, right? Brian, I don't know about that. Not with... Oh, PLB. I am actively working at removing PLB from my day job. Not only do I have the green light from my boss, he wants PLB gone. He wants it gone in some other language. So I picked Go, because that's what I know. He wanted Python because it was interpreted and not static typed. And I said, neat. Those are the exact reasons I don't want Python. To give you an idea. Yeah, okay. 3,000 pages. Nice. Lines. 3,700 lines. Not bad. Not bad. PLB Junior, right? Yeah. I'm not a big fan of Python, honestly. Green light sounds okay, but did he give you the green paper? So that job that I was using as a test to extract the name and address, right? The water bill, whatever. That's on blue paper. Blue paper. That's printed on the roll. These things. Now, I'm not sure you noticed, but that's not green. So, how do you think we start with that kind of paper and we have green, or blue in this case, blue paper at the end of it? We coat the entire motherfucking page, back and front, in ink. The entire thing. There's a job that's blue. There's a job that's green. There's a job that's beige. There's a job that's piss yellow. For this customer. Oh my God. Cost deficit. I can almost guarantee you we're not getting paid enough for that job. We're probably losing money on that job. Hands down. Like, I can almost guarantee that we're losing money on that fucking job. Because some dipshit sold it to them and went, yeah, we'll just make the whole page that color. One of the customer reps that has a brain got another customer that had the same thing, where they would like put that color stock into a printer and print on that color stock. And she's like, well, no, that's dumb. How about this? We'll put a colored stripe down the side of the page. How about that? Was that okay? Customer's like, you know what? Yeah, that's fine. A little stripe versus the entire fucking page. I was asking if you're getting $1 for this transition. Not enough. Not enough. No. In mental health, I'm getting charged in mental health. Oh. Those pictures have to come out soaked. How do you even dry? So that, funny enough, was part of the problem. Because if you printed it too heavy, the page would be mostly ink, not paper. So it'd warp like a motherfucker and jam the printer. On top of coming out looking like deep fried ass. Because there's so much ink on the page that it warped to hell. Sales to manufacturer pipeline is very fun. It'll be more fun if they give me a bat. Somehow my test deadline is printing before my command. Huh. Maybe. Oh, deep fried. Yeah, deep fried ass. Deep fried. Crispy. It's crispy. Well, actually, in this case, not crispy. Quite soggy, actually. So maybe deep fried wasn't the best term for that. Because it's soggy. Looks like swamp ass. How about that? But yeah, there are multiple customers that we have where it costs more to power the printer than it does than what we are charging them. I'm not sure if Archiboots is running them tonight, but there's a company that we have. I wanted to name them, but I can't. They have jobs that are like, here's 50 pages. That's the whole job. And it's like, huh? What? We're not going to get paid enough for this. What do you mean? Testing $3 signs, and I think someone is losing money. No. But, yes, the amount of bullshit that we have at work is just mind-numbing. Oh my god. Mind-numbing. Don't get me started on the reports. I have to reprint all the fucking time. Sorry. Yeah, that's back on now. Okay, I'm going to print some text real quick. Yeah, let's put that one again. Okay. I like that if I just tap the feed button, it feeds a single line. I like that. Okay. Full page of the thing. Oh, I didn't like that. And it's stuck somewhere. It did not like that. It did not like that at all. And I don't think I'll be able to... Oh, yeah, it's borked. Which is funny, because it's not giving an error message. The only way that makes sense is if having that customer is what lets you get other better paying customers. We've gotten into situations where we've had a customer come to us being like, hey, we have this small job, but if you do this small job, we'll give you higher volume. The higher volume is like a few thousand pages every other day. No. Actually, that's like fucking once a week, maybe 1,000 pages, 2,000 pages once a week. No. We have daily jobs that we run every single day. One of them for the big bank, they send us like 7 files a day, roughly. Sometimes more, sometimes less. Every single one of those will have about 10,000. Well, not all of them, but like, yeah, all those combined, 100K. Easy. For a daily job? I just chose Go for the people who write stuff and not something like Rust. Yeah, I don't know Rust, so. Okay, what if I print the entire PLU spec on 8.5 by 11 roll without being cut? Like 3. Okay, so one thing you missed first. This paper isn't 8.5 inches long. It is, let's see, it is, I need, basic mode, 8.5 times 2 plus, I think it's a half an inch on the other side. So it's like 17.5 or 18 inches. Is it 19? Is it really that much? I could see that. Oh, yeah. Okay, so the measurement I'm thinking of, right. So the measurement I'm thinking of is when we 2-up the PDF, this is what like we get as the output size, because it's 8.5 by 11 times 2, plus a 1/4 inch on either side, and a 1/4 inch on either side, but that's centered in the roll, right? The 1/4 inch on the other side, by the way, is for some little barcodes for the printer itself. Yeah. So yeah, the size of the paper is also chopped off, right? So the little barcodes specifically are for well, one of them is for the well, I think one of them is for the cutter at the very end, so it cuts it from the roll into cut sheet 8.5 by, or the 11 part of the 8.5 by 11. Just before that, it cuts into the 8.5, the two 8.5s, and it like interweaves them kind of ish. But before that, there's a little barcode for what's it? For perforation. So you get a sheet of paper and you can tear off the check at the bottom. Speaking of waste, a good 1/20th of this gets cut off just as a matter of standard running procedure. Yeah. Oh, this guy here? Yeah, it's big. It's a chonky boy. He's chonky. How you doing, Captain? Welcome. Welcome. Yeah, he's chonky. And he's not happy right now because I printed something not correctly and it didn't like it. So let me let me actually turn off that auto cut thing because that's really fucking annoying. It's still gonna do it. 1, 2, I think, and then close. Yep. Okay. So this is a menu. Let me roll this up real quick. Oh, that's not even much of it. This is a menu. Give me a second while I find what I needed to find to turn off the auto cut. All right. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That was 7. Okay. Okay. Disable auto cut. Good. You bastard! Still cut at the end of that. It didn't cut. Good. Yes, this is the little like menu program. So you get into it and then you hit the. So these are all numbered options, and you hit the feed button that number of times really quickly, and then to select it, you hold the button down. Okay, the specs are 18 inches width, 50-inch diameter, with 6-inch center hole diameter. God damn. Here's a bar thing you can just copy paste in the file that's on. What's this? Bar, create bar, black. Oh, is this for like, also 74,396 feet. What is that in miles? How much is a mile? The dark magic, yeah. $14 miles. 14 miles. The fuck is that in a kilometer? No, ew, what? No, 14 miles. 22.5 kilometers of paper in a single roll. 14. I didn't realize it was 14 fucking miles. Jesus Christ. 1.6 per kilometer? Yeah. Do I set up the home printer? I've got both of mine plugged in. They're both on network right now. Yeah. So I the way I've got the I'm training to be Canadian. I mean, I know. I get it. I know. Your issue is spacing. All right. Well, let me grab that script and see what it does. Let's grab this copy. ebars.go. No, ebars.go. Thank you. Paste that in there like that. And we're going to do a, what is it? Go build ignore. But I can just do a bars. This is going to go on to the Hoenn. All right. Right? The 24. No. Unable to dial. That's not right. That's 23, isn't it? Copy. Nope. Come on. I know you can't really see what I'm typing down here. I know. Copy that. On the other printer. Jesus. Okay, what were you trying to do with this? Maps and static to 24. So I've got because I've got both of them plugged in at the same time. I ended up making a environment variable for the printer device. Can you hear different pitches? Yes, kind of. Yeah. Is that print density? Are you fucking with the print density? You are. Well, no, hang on. What are you doing here? F. Where the hell is F? Where do you use that? F. Okay. Create bar. Measurement image. Notice create bar only prints every 4th and offset. I don't know. What's in here? That line. 56K modem sounds, but analog, right? Wait. Create bar was from the Bad Apple program. Oh my god. Oh, that's for the line at the end? Yeah. Yeah. That's what these guys are, right? And this one is this one right here. That's the full black. And create bar is this guy. Right? Also, apparently feed lines doesn't work. Feed lines is ignored on this thing. Where's what is feed lines? What printer go feed lines. Escape D. Lowercase d. There's uppercase D. And font set stuff. No, tab positions. Never mind. I'm sorry. I just saw it. There it is. Lowercase d. Prints the data in the buffer and feeds end lines. It should. Another big question. Do I write my design docs in just Markdown, or do I do fancy restructured text? Isn't that like some fancy Markdown stuff? It sounds familiar. Primarily using Python for technical documentation. What's it look like? It's a different style of Markdown, I guess. All right. It's a fancier Markdown than Markdown. Test printer. Okay. Go run main. Adder is going to be that, because if it's using the IO or the net stuff, the net to dial, that should work. And I had to pull the changes. Okay, hang on. Do one of those. ST on that. Get diff. Set tabs in there. Printer. What did I change in here? Okay. Show you just frame print. Okay. Wait. No. Get plug for this one. Okay. By the way, for the command things, I've usually been putting the command in question in like square brackets at the beginning, just so I can like differentiate between like the command stuff and the library stuff. All right. Okay. Now I can run this, right? Package main is on standard. Main.go. Huh. Then what the hell? Okay. Nightmare Jerker, how you doing? What kind of printer? The same class of printer, but this one is an Epson printer. That's this guy right here. This is an Epson printer, made by a real company. That's what you mean? That's when I'll start doing a test printer. Oh yeah, for the name, yeah. Fex, how you doing? Yeah, that's just its DNS name. So ESCPOS. Yep. Yeah, we're working on a library that implements that in Go. No. Okay. Get hub. That one, and then this one, Xbox. It's right here. Trying to open a grocery store? No, but I used to hate doing Jira ticket message and get commits till I needed to look back at the commits and make it easier. Oh yeah. So whenever I at work, whenever I have a comment that's added that's related to a ticket or whatever, I'll put the ticket number in there because that'll have some history and more information behind it, you know. Direct port connection or OS cups or something driver. This is direct, so I dial the printer. So let's get rid of that one. BO and then main. So this is the main here, and I connect in this function, and this connect. Well, okay, I forgot Jojo changed that. Printer.go, new IP printer. It's a straight dial, net dial, the printer, and I have a TCP connection directly to that printer. Or if I use USB. Oh, it's just open file here, yeah. Or if I use USB, I open a file to the device. Yeah. Which would be, again, another direct port to the printer. I don't have it plugged in right now as that, but, yeah. This one printer working once he sells his thousands of printers when he's done with this project, right? Electronics, got it. Yeah, right? Did that before C#? In C#? Or before you did C#? You know what's fun? Printing via FTP to an HP printer from 1998. Whoa. No, so okay, so LPR and LP have existed before 98. The fuck are you doing with FTP? Implementation for ticket printers in C#. Oh, okay. Not bad. I haven't done C# work in a while. Well, that's not entirely true. So we have this piece of software at work called Encryptorate. It handles encryption keys and shit, right? It's a dog shit software. It's garbage, but it's management software, right? It cycles out encryption keys for PGP, and is a local service that, like, hey, decrypt this file, and it finds the right decryption key and the yada yada yada. It's fine, whatever. I hate it. It's a bitch to use. It's licensed, which means I can only use it on certain machines because my laptop isn't licensed for the fucking software. This is not Java. I mean, fucking might be. I don't know. Yeah, so I wrote a wrapper around this damn thing because I don't want to type out the command line every time because the command line isn't a Unix-like standard command line format. It's dumbass kind of Windows-ish almost. I hate it. I hate it so much. There's abbreviations on the commands that you can do, but it's not like an abbreviation where, like, here it's you know, I've got abbreviations where here -A or -ADDR, right? Or -J and -justify. That's a good one right there, right? Instead of like doing it like that, it's -justify or -justif or -justy or -just. See where this is going? As long as it's uniquely identifiable up to that point. So it needs as many characters as it needs to be uniquely identifiable. Which means I need to strangle somebody. Because that's dumb as shit. Encrypt, decrypt, that's direction. And the smallest thing for that is -dir. So -dir is used everywhere in the code. Fuck you. I hate it. VxWorks space, I have no idea, honestly. It has the option for some reason. You can upload PostScript and PCL files to a folder and it prints them. I mean, all right. I've seen Nix commands that allow a shortish prefix or like that. I hate it so much. Anyway, so like the actual labels for these things, like, are dog shit. Like, wouldn't be allowed. Well, I wouldn't say allowed. It would be highly discouraged in a Unix-like environment. Direction. Encrypt, decrypt? No, fuck off. Encrypt or decrypt? Choose one. Like, not direction E or U, I think. Stop that. So yeah, I don't want to type all this shit out because, again, on the command line, there's an API key you've got to type in. Fuck that noise. I'm not doing that. And as far as the documentation is concerned, I can't put that in like an environment variable to not have to worry about it. So I wrote a little C# program that's just a UI that's click a button, opens a file explorer. You find the file you want, you click on it, and then it opens up. And if it knows it's a PGP file, you can decrypt it. If it's not a PGP file, it goes, oh, you want to encrypt this? Hello. I do not speak. I'm assuming that's Spanish. Welcome. But yes, English, please, because I don't know anything else. But welcome. Do you want a phone number for an engineer at the Seiko Epson in Tokyo? I mean, I wouldn't be able to talk to him, but I never use abbreviations like that in the script, though. Using full names is much safer in case later version adds conflicting parameter. Yeah, it is. This is Vim, not NeoVim. Welcome. Paradox. I don't use NeoVim because I don't care for the things it adds. NeoVim is all like, oh, we do plugins better. Oh my god. And I'm like, neat. I don't use plugins. I don't know French either. No. Usually I say a lot of French sentences. Do I? I am not confident in my English fluency. No, it's fine. Don't worry about it. You're good. Not good at writing, so I'll use a translator. That's okay. That's okay. Want to add the ability to print to both printers at once in test printer, but that's probably too far. I mean, that'd be funny. Use the multi-writer. That's not what I wanted. I've done that. I've done that actually for I needed to fix something in code wedding print writing school. The fucking what the hell is it? No, not vendor. It's main.go. It's in here, I think. Yeah, the debug layer, right? So everything to and from the printer, I wanted to write out to a fucking file, right? So everything I wrote to the printer is a multi-writer right here. So for debug layer, right, I give it the connection for the read, a debug file to write whatever we read from the printer, a connection for the write, and then the debug file for everything that I write to the printer, right? So yeah, use a multi-writer right there, and then just add the two, net connections or whatever. Printing console on printer, yeah. This guy, yeah. Anyway. Oh yeah, so not really related to printers, but as many of you might know, an intern started at my work recently. One of the tasks I had him start with, well, not start with, but like one of the tasks I gave him was, hey, we've got a bunch of configuration files in this basically terrible .ini format. It's not ini, it's something kind of, it's basically an ini file, but stupid. It's fine. But we have 363 of them? I think 365 maybe, somewhere around there. 360 something. Oh god, yeah. So much more promising. Anyway, so he is in school, right? He doesn't graduate this year, but next year. All the candidates were in that spot in their school. So I told him, all right, I want you to parse this. So the big goal of this is I have all these configuration files. I want to find out what the defaults are, what is the same in all these files, and what's different in the files, right? So where I want you to start, pick one of the files, just one of them. Read that file in, print out to the screen. Read it in, print key value, group key value, right? I was like, okay. I said, you can pick your language. You can do like C#, Python, Go, whatever. He goes, okay, I'm going to try it in C++. And I'm like, I asked him, are you sure? Are you really sure you want to do string parsing in C++? He's like, yes, that's what I know. I'm like, all right. Good luck. I cannot help very much because I don't really know C and C++. I don't, so I can't really help. But credit where credit's due, he did actually more or less accomplish what I asked in C++ for that first little start, right? So he comes to me, he goes, I think I finally got it. I'm like, good, all right. Step 2, take that code you wrote, translate it into Go. Translate that code into Go. Here's some, I gave him a few links, like to the Go tour, the standard documentation, and a few other things, right? I go, first, before you translate it, go through the stuff, get a grasp of the language a little bit, right? A little bit of grasp so you know the syntax of it, right? You're not accidentally putting semicolons everywhere, that kind of thing, right? Then once you do that, see if you can replicate the exact thing that you did in C++. C++. I'm not really concerned about this vector thing you did. Print it out to the screen. That's really all I'm asking at this point. Once you do that, we can progress from there. That was Tuesday, maybe Wednesday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Today, not only is he parsing this stuff in Go, he got to the point where he's still reading in one file, but it will parse out the entire file, and it will list out all the groups, and in each group, it'll give the key, and then for each key, it'll list out all of the options that it found and the count of the number of files that option was in. That was today. And he's like, wow, this is so much easier in Go than it is in C++. I'm like, I was wondering why you want to do C++. And he goes, yeah, this is amazing. So, yeah, he is very eager to learn. He is very receptive. And he is learning faster than I expected, actually. He's picking up really well. Shoot, there's no multi-reader writer closer. So write it. This is write your own. Coward. Yeah, strange how languages magically handle stuff better if they're designed for the task. Remotely, yeah. Curious how that works. All right. But yeah, so he got up to that point where, like, all right, next we need to start doing multiple files, but I can't explain really what I want yet because I am knee deep in updating this software and this is broken. So Monday. So we're gonna go over that on Monday. So I have words for you. But yeah, he is picking it up really well, and I'm making sure that he knows that. Right, I've told him numerous times, you're actually picking this up very well. Like you're doing a great job. You're doing a fantastic job. Because I know, like, coming in, like he's not even out of college yet, right? So he's nervous on a bunch of fronts, right? Because this is like the first like tech job he's ever had. It is a paid internship, but yeah, this is like the first like technical job. Like everything else is like, you know, working at UPS. You know, sending envelopes out, or working at like the UPS store or whatever, right? Or, you know, like in Dunkin' Donuts or whatever. So this is the first like desk job he's had. So there's some things he's nervous about, some things he's not sure about, which is fine. I get it. It's fine. But he's doing fantastic. He's doing absolutely fantastic. Yeah, day one he was miles ahead of PowerPoint guy when PowerPoint guy left. I'm sorry, was fired. No. That's the most surprising thing I've heard about your work so far is that they pay interns. I don't know how much. It's probably not very great. But, you know. To be fair, coming from CS languages and going to Go is fairly easy, but still nice that he's willing to learn. Oh, yeah, absolutely. And that was one of the things I made sure, like, during the interview. Like, so, you know, you're going to have to be able to learn some stuff. I'm not going to force you to learn PLB, at least not right away. This project, by the way, I said, like, you can use whatever language. If you hate yourself, you can try this in PLB, which, ironically, I think would have been easier than C++, which is funny to me, anyway. But yeah, like during the interview, he's like, yeah, absolutely. I'm excited to learn. I'm like, that is the correct attitude. Excited to learn. That's good. Yeah. So there's a little some things he's had hiccups on, but he's getting a grasp of it, and it's refreshing. It's so refreshing to see. They are for leave. So he asked the other day, like, you know, he goes, well, I'm a student, and like classes start up again, right? Like in the fall, and he goes, like, how does that work? And I had to reassure him, like, so everyone that I interviewed was in your position. Everyone was not a senior, was like a junior, right? Like that was like the request of my boss, right? And yeah, you are here. I told him this. You are here for as long as you want to be here. If you make it, if you, no, I didn't say like that. I said, if you're still here after you graduate, there's a very good chance that this can become a full-time position. So I had to reassure him, like, yeah, you ain't going anywhere right yet. Unless you wanna, you're not going anywhere. How do you apply? Not sure I can recommend my company. How you doing, by the way? Cheese it. My company is a shit show. Oh my god. Complete shit show. I mean, that's the one thing people can do pretty well. Text parsing. Yeah, that is the one thing it was designed for. Like, that is literally its bread and butter. Like, that's what it was designed for. Now, so is mine though. Okay, well, are you in? Are you in the States? Number one. Number two, are you in the Northeast? I'll second that. It's making me leave the. Arky Boots, that's not why you're leaving. Let's be real here. You're leaving because that's where your wife is. Okay? It's not. Aren't they all shit shows? I mean, some less than others, some more than others. It's a variety. Your actual wife. This guy over here, by the way, it's still sinking in that he got married. He's married now. I tried to join, but apparently it was too good for the company. Yeah, right? Basically saying, I'll join, let me join. Yeah. I still feel so bad for they, oh my God. So I asked my VP. He wasn't my direct superior at that point. He was in the chain though, right? And I go, hey, so I've got a friend down in Florida. They have expressed interest in working at this company. I need help. He goes, yeah, okay, well, they'll need to be on-prem here in New England. I'm like, okay, he's probably not going to like that. And I go, okay, well, so Jojo can't actually sell his house yet that he owns because he just bought the damn thing. So he's going to be hammered with, like, taxes on that, right? But I'm like, aside from that, what would be, like, the base pay on that, right? And I think at the time, yeah, so he responded 80,000, which is low for this job. I'm like, all right, I will pass that along, right? Pass it along. Yeah, 80 grand was the number I was told. So then Jojo gets into contact. Yeah. Jojo gets into contact with HR. And HR tells him 60, right? 60 grand? Which is not 80. No one talks to anybody, apparently. Talks to each other. Yeah. 20. Yeah. Yeah. It's. Yep. HR's brain dead. They're brain dead. So, I obviously Jojo didn't. Jojo went to fuck no. I'll tell you, I don't live in the Northeast though. Yeah, it's always the same. Yeah. Like what I really hated, right, was my boss at the time. She's no longer my boss. She was based out of Florida, and she went. I remember talking to her and arguing with her about rates. Like, no, you need to pay money for this. Like, this is a developer position, an actual developer position. You know, she goes, I can get developers in Florida for 60, and I'm like, what you call a developer is not a developer. At best, they are a script kiddie. All right? They are designing documents. They are not programming. I confirmed that, by the way, when I finally started talking to the supervisor down there. And he's like, he admitted himself without me even having to ask. He's like, yeah, we're not really programmers down here. We don't do that. We just design documents. There's one programmer down there. He works remote. He built their entire system years ago. Guess who the only person is that has access to the source code of said system? System's a great idea. It's probably fantastic when it started. And people just started to just ask for more shit in this system. So it just got bogged down and doing things it wasn't necessarily designed to do. It's a shit system now. They're not programmers. They're scripties at best. They design documents. You hear my heart here. LaTeX is borderline programming. They don't do LaTeX. They click and drag nodes on a screen. I would consider LaTeX programming compared to what they do. They click and drag shit onto a screen and go, I want this here. I'd hesitate to even call it visual programming. Because it's just, I take this, I put this here on the page. The advanced guy down there has like if statements in some of the if this value, don't show this block. That's the script kiddie part of it. Yeah. That takes us probably when we start defining macros. Chief architect of our company is like 80 years. Oh my God. Took one programming class in college. He's written all of the code. Scary, isn't it? Heard of Blocky or PTX make code? Oh God. Just hearing that, I hate it already. I know, but as you phrased it, it's a categorical exclusion. I know, but still, like, they use this design software. They use design software to make the documents. They click and drag nodes on a fucking screen. So my boss was thinking that as a developer. I'm like, no, I need someone that's in a text editor all day. That's what I need. Can you name drop so I can add the link to my blacklist of jobs? Function machines? God, it's math. Oh God, it's math. Oh God. Oh Jesus. Oh God. Don't know if I want to. Yeah. Math. Ew. Good thing I didn't get that job at your place, because I would have left to get my much better paying job now. I wouldn't blame you, honestly. When I heard what they offered you, I'm like, wow, you didn't take that, right? This is the most CP I've ever seen. Western flashback. Welcome. Code spent. How you doing? Yeah, I've got it cranked pretty high. Sure is how my phone looks after 9 p.m. when the night mode kicks in. Yeah, I've got it cranked pretty hard. Right now it's at 3000 Kelvin. Okay, whatever the hell. I don't know if that's Kelvin or not. If I turn it off, it goes to 6500. That hurts my eyes a little bit. I'm gonna turn it back on. There it goes. Yeah. So you just hate the color blue. Understood. Nah, it's for my eyes. So when I'm streaming, I've got a lot of lights on. But when I'm not streaming, I don't have a lot of lights on. Yeah. So it's always like really dark in here, and having a bright white screen really hurts my eyes, especially with all the contrast I got. Right. Yeah. It would be cool to work at your place on the side for a little extra money and rewrite PLB and Go. But let's be honest, your company would be like, do 10 hours a week for $5K a year. Maybe not that bad, but maybe not that bad. Why do I keep getting? I need to respond to the email, by the way. It's urgent hiring for COBOL programmer. Government service stuff. Oh, government stuff. Oh, Jesus. I might want to respond to that one, actually. Goddamn. Okay, I'll have to respond to that one later. Woohoo! So speaking of work, my boss, which I left the last job to join him, is coming close to retirement. His boss has screwed him. He's staying till October to get his bonus and vacation, but after, really, it's a little tough to follow him into retirement at our age or your age, because you're younger than me, aren't you? You're what are you, like 10 years younger than me? How much younger than me are you? Yeah. Yeah, we're not going to be able to retire, Jojo. 26. Yeah, you are exactly 10 years younger than me. That's hilarious. We're not going to be able to retire. It's just not going to happen. I'm going to be working until I drop dead at 75, probably. I don't know. Who knows? I don't know. Wish I could retire. Yeah, oh, God, yeah. I was using shut up, Joe Mega. I forgot. Okay. This is gonna start looking so. Yeah. So the way I've got it set up right now, is I'm listed as looking for work on LinkedIn, but I'm not like actively, proactively going out for looking for jobs, right? What is this? Do I add multi-printer to the library or the commands? I'd add it to the commands. Yeah, I wouldn't add it to the library. What is this? What is this? Why is it all the colors? Since March. Oh, no, I'm sorry. That sucks, though. 300 applications, 2 interviews. Oh, my God. Yeah, I've been there. That's no fun. I can have to press the chat, right? No degree, bad ATS metrics. Yeah. So I only have an associate's degree, which nobody gives a shit about. Let's be real. No one cares. At this point, I have enough experience to be like, I don't have a bachelor's. Fuck you. But I have done this professionally for 10 years. Hire me, damn it. So I can allege that I know what I'm talking about, you know? Fix feeling better. I have a bachelor's and never found a job with it. What's that such? I'm too European to understand. So it's not as good as a bachelor's because it's fewer years, right? So the program that I was in was you work towards your bachelor's, and halfway through that you get your associates as part of like working towards it, right? So it's like a shitty bachelor's that no one gives a shit about. That's basically what it is. It's just, yeah, you completed some college, I guess, or whatever. But yeah, after like you get your foot in the door in the industry, degrees don't fucking matter. Yeah, bachelor's without the fluff. Yeah. T-Clipper, how you doing? Welcome. 14 years in engineering, 10 in software engineering, still rejected from a level. Oh my God, really? That's rough. That's rough. I'm sorry. God. Graduated at the beginning of 2022, right when the layoffs were ramping up. Terrible time to graduate. Whoa. Yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it. How long have I've been employed at my current place since 2021. I think 21, right? Yeah, because I was only at the counter place for like a year, I think. Yeah. So ironically enough, the job that I have now, like because they wanted like an image, a scan or whatever, picture, whatever, of your degree or whatever, right? And I'm like, fucking why? It's an associate. Someone gives a shit about that. But all right, let me see if I can dig it out. At least I could find the fucking thing. I was able to find it. Come to find out, the intern we hired got asked the same thing. Hey, can you send us our degree? And I'm like, hang on. He's an undergrad. He doesn't have it yet. He can't scan something he doesn't have. HR, are you smoking something? You're not supposed to be smoking, HR. You know this. This is your policy. The fuck? Spencer Payne, I'm used to a market of being begged by headhunters, so this is the first like industry recession I've faced. Yeah. Yeah, HR can smoke, but PowerPoint guy can't. Yeah, it is outrageous. But the Spencer software says red X on them. Yeah. Yeah. So like recently, I've finally been on the other side of the hiring process, and it's weird. I don't know. when I first said to my coworker that I have an interview tomorrow, they're like, "Oh shit, where you going?" I'm like, "No, if I had one of those, I wouldn't tell you. I'm interviewing someone else to come work here." And they're like, "Oh." They're like less excited. Oh. Nightmare Junkie, you have no idea. Damn, I wanted your desk, right? You have no idea. The desk that I currently have, my previous boss had. The only reason I have it is because I took it. She left, and I'm like, that's mine now. And I moved in. I just moved in. This is mine now. Fuck you. Immediately, I'm pretty sure everyone's happy for people who manage to escape. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so HR is brain dead. You give 2 interviews a week. Oh is right. Yeah. I mean, so some of the stuff that I've interviewed, some of the people I've interviewed, like I could tell that they just didn't give a shit, you know. So like I'm the technical guy, I'm the technical interview, right? HR does the interview and greenlights them or whatever, you know. But I'm the one that's like, I have to train them, right? So through this whole process, I thought back to interviews that I've had, and I thought back to the things that I did not like in those interviews. Coding interview. I will never perform a coding interview. Period. Well, without very good reason, I will not perform a coding interview. I didn't this time around. I didn't because I didn't think that. No, fuck you. Instead, I had a conversation with the guy. Right? For all of them, right? I had a few questions, more or less. One of them is, you know, well, what do you do in your free time? You know, do you have hobbies? One of them collected fucking Funko Pops. I'm like, oh, God. But, like, what do you do? What are you excited for? What makes you happy? Right? And they didn't, it was some of the guys didn't really have much of an answer there, you know? The guy we ended up hiring, though, he went into depth about a thing that he enjoyed. And I'm like, right there. I can see, like, the excitement, right? Coding interviews filter out good candidates and don't tell you much. Yeah, like what I did with someone else that ended up getting hired was show them some code as, you know, can you see that? That's what you're going to be working with. That was dog shit. Because it was PLB, and, like, I didn't get a good grasp on this person. I didn't get a good grasp on him. And looking back, I probably made the wrong decision. Honestly. Can't do anything about it now, but, you know, whatever. Made it work. But I'm striving to not make the same mistakes that I've identified in the past, right? And so far, I think I made the right choice this time around, you know? Yeah. I failed an interview because the interviewer didn't get regex and I hated it. Oh, I had a programming interview once. Oh god, I hated it so much. I got the job, surprisingly. I was fired eventually. Well, you know, kind of. It was through a contract, and they didn't. Like, no, we're canceling this contract. All right, fuck you. But after I got onboarded on there, one day, like the hiring manager, one thing he enjoyed doing was finding new coding problems to give candidates, and I'm like, what the fuck? No, go to hell. Like, you're like looking for the next hard puzzle. Go to hell. Honestly, I think as a programmer, it is easy to check if another person is a good programmer with just some clever conversation. Exactly, just a little bit of conversation, and you can understand like how they think and how they would approach a problem. Or you can directly ask them, all right, well, how would you approach a problem? You know, not I want to see you do this while I stare at you while you draw it on a whiteboard. They're not going to use a whiteboard at work. They're going to use a keyboard. Like, go to hell, you know? Like, the amount of times I spell something wrong and then compile, and the compiler goes, no, fuck you, you missed the semicolon. Or you didn't spell this right, we don't know what the hell this is. All the goddamn time. So I'm not gonna do that to an interviewee. If I can't even fucking do that, and I don't do that, like, on the daily, you know? Like, I love programming problems, but if you're gonna make me do something serious, some serious stuff coding, your company had better be giving me real work, right? The 10x programming. Fine, cool. How you doing? I've done technical interviews. I needed help with small tasks. My first question. It says in your resume you went to a coding boot camp. How long have you been programming? Answer was in months. CEO interrupts me via chat message. Stop asking questions. Not enough experience. Oh my God, no. That if they have a GitHub, nothing really needs to be on it. Nothing really of substance needs to be on it. If they have a GitHub and they have a Git repo with something on it, fucking anything, I don't really care what that thing is. If that's there, they automatically bump up a few spaces, right? The getting the stuff on there, getting what I want on there, like we can work through that. But the fact that they know what Git is, number one, and have used it to the point of getting a commit somewhere this is the second person in the entire company that has done that outside of this company. The first one was me. The intern had a GitHub. Not much on it, but again, I don't even think I had a GitHub during college. I don't remember if I did or not. But yeah, he had one. I'm like, oh, fucking, hey, let's go. All right. What's your last or favorite project you worked on? Yeah, that's what I did too. So what's something you've worked on that you enjoyed, right? I forget how I worded it exactly, right? And two of the candidates, I wrote it in my C++ class. It was just like a hello world program. And I'm like, cool, so you don't give a shit. All right. I think the guy we ended up bringing on, yeah, he had done the stuff in class, but he had also, like, I forget exactly. He had done something else outside of class, right? Like, it's still like a very, like, bare bones thing. But then again, I look back to what I was doing in college, and it was all comparatively bare bones what I'm doing now. Like, what I was doing then versus now, I was fucking child's play back then, right? But just the fact that it wasn't a requirement of a class and he did it. That right there. Again, a few more spots up, you know? Well, last project I did, redacted on redacted. Yeah, right? No. For my last job, I didn't need to do any coding. They just asked me relevant questions like, what is volatile in C, etc. Oh my God. My manager asked the same thing last week. If you find a new problem, we want a good filter. I didn't do it. Good on you. Hello, by the way, West Slugs. I don't think I said hi yet. Welcome. The only problem I'm okay with is for my first job. It was to do FizzBuzz, but you can write it in what you want. It can be pseudocode. It can be written in English words. The goal is to see how they work through problems. Right. Now, the whole, like, so that one job that I had the coding interview on, like, he pointed out, like, syntax mistakes to me. And I'm like, fucking Visual Studio is going to tell me that. Like, I don't need you to tell me that. Like, I'm going to be in Visual Studio, not on a goddamn whiteboard. Like, fuck off, right? Last time I interviewed was 5 rounds of technical interviews. Oh my god, with some semi-leak code questions. Failed to get the job because the last guy I interviewed clearly didn't want to interview and made the entire interview difficult and didn't even pay attention during it. He was playing on his phone. Oh my god. So I had an interview that was a long interview. It was like first to do HR, then this group, then this group. There's like 4 total interviews across the day, right? HR, fucking database stuff was one interview, and then C# stuff was the other, the third interview, sorry. And the 4th interview was data science focused. And I'm like, I don't fucking know what to do with this shit. Like, I don't know math. Fuck off. I know how to add and subtract. I know the basic shit. I don't know your data science statistics bullshit. That's not what I was told this job was. Fuck you. I was so mad with that. So mad. I obviously didn't get the job because they did a bait and switch on me. I didn't want that job anyway. Not the job that they really wanted to hire me for. I didn't want that job. I wanted the job that they advertised, damn it. For nowadays, some people fake GitHub accounts. It's pretty silly. They asked about the projects. Yeah. Don't got you. Still don't know the right spelling. By GitHub, like, oh my god. Bitsu, how you doing? Got offered a job after technical interview, and it was rescinded for not having my bachelor's degree. That's such bullshit. Was that a children's hospital? Oh my god. I don't see my. Uh-oh. Did you break your Hoenn printer, Jojo? Did you break it? So many projects are exclusively built because you got a cool name and you need to use. Not for me. For me, the name is the hard part. No. The one technical interview that I did get the job was like, write code to reverse an array in any language, and I responded with, here in Python, r.reverse, and she had to check to see if that was like an Uno reverse card. Like, all right, fuck you. That's beautiful. I love that. I love that. I never even got a job offer for something they didn't advertise. Also never gotten a counteroffer with a lowball salary. Is that a no you card? I love that. No you! So it's still there, just hidden, but also I use net.parse IP to see if it has an IP address, but instead said that is not an IP. Well, it's not an IP. That's an IP and port. Python's best code for leak code as well. If you have to do it, so many one-liners for easy problems. Okay, but the counterpoint: have you seen Python for leak code specifically? I'm sorry, not Python. Perl. I meant Perl. I'm sorry. Have you seen C++? Right? Perl, where you can do shit like this, and that is valid. That's valid code that does a thing. How? Fuck you. Do I like the brainfuck language? Do I like the brainfuck language? I have not only written an interpreter in Go, I have written an interpreter and compiler in 6502 assembly that runs on a Famicom. Famicom specifically because it uses the keyboard. So yes, I do. I don't like writing in it. but I like fucking around with it. Perl's really compact, but it's a one-way language. You can write it, but you can't read it. It's a one-way language. I love that. Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. Yep. I've written Perl code, and then 2 months later, looked at the Perl code and went, the fuck does this mean? Tab doubling languages and languages where white space affects the program flow should be illegal. So you don't like the white space language? You don't like white space? You don't like the white space language at all? No? No, you don't like white space? No? Write a function that changes the order of all items in this array. All right, insert 0 lol. Yeah. I even have a complete spec written out. It's the PLB spec, but I wrote it. Well, typeset it, yeah. Running an old insulin pump. Oh my god. Can make a Famicom version of Fortran that works with the keyboard and allows saving of programs to the cartridge RAM? Probably. I don't know. I don't know Fortran well enough yet, though. Yeah. Is the white space requirement? Yeah, it's dumb. Tabs and spaces version of Brainfuck? Yeah, this program is actually more complex than Brainfuck. It's got more shit going on. It's got a few more commands. A few more. It's not a dialect of Brainfuck. It's its own thing. It's got division and multiplication and all kinds of stuff. This one's stack-based, I think. Like proper stack-based. Oh. White space is pretty advanced. Many features like functions, etc. And it saves a lot of ink when printing code. Oh, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. It also uses line feeds. Yes. Yep. Uh-huh. This is the response prompting the spec comment. An answer to the use any language to reverse an array. Sorry. Made up a random way to do it in a function call. Give her a 200-page document for a spec of a random language. Claim you worked on the spec and poker they won't check. Yeah. If I had an interview and if I was the interviewer and the interviewee came in and went, yeah, I wrote this language to do this programming problem in, I'd be like, I'm sorry, what? Fuck you, what? I wouldn't know how to handle it. I wouldn't know what to do. I'd be stun locked, I think. It's fucking welcome to the company, I guess. I don't fucking know. Want to use mine in the future? Printing code. Now, the best way to piss off your manager after you quit the project because they were annoying and had to turn in your work results. Sorry, you're overqualified, right? I mean, you get a fancy PDF. Not if I have anything to say. You'll get a scroll if I have anything to say about it. Because again, for those that came in after I had said, so this is the PLB spec, printed on receipt paper, all 200 some odd pages, 220 pages roughly. This is actually readable, by the way. You can actually read this stuff. Surprisingly enough. Yeah. Introduction. Organization of document. This document is divided into clauses plus annex pages. Yeah. A little rough for some of the text on, but it is kind of readable. I don't care. I need money. Let me work. Yeah, right. As long as I can copy text, that's easy. If I had a quarter for every time I heard that. Oh, yeah. Are you going to start putting your resume on receipt paper now? And that's the interviewer during their interview. That'd be funny. Here's my resume on receipt paper. By the way, I wrote the library to print this. Yes, library. Here's the GitHub link to the repo where I'm collaborating with someone else to write this library. You can look at the Git history and see what the code I wrote. That'd be funny. I get that in toilet paper form? Educational toilet paper could be a thing. Oh my god. I'm surprised chat isn't active. I don't have a bot for it. I think JoJo's working on a bot for that specifically. Are you, JoJo? I don't remember. I don't know. But like the reason it's not is because I'm working on the library to print shit. And yeah. 3JS. If it's JavaScript, no. I refuse. What are you working on? What's this now? Oh, in Twitch. Oh, God. Is this 2 years ago? Fuck me. Go away with Don't tell him to go away. Just that we don't like JS here. Nothing against the programmer. All right? Just the language we don't particularly like. What it is JavaScript though, right? Now, I'm gonna assume it is. When that day is coming soon. God. JavaScript 3D library. Here it is. All right. And it's got, oh, Jesus Christ. JavaScript can die in a flaming hole, right? Chance to feel bad for existing. I mean, why is the multi-threader not working? Also, it doesn't turn on the Epson printer. Jojo. It works! Nice. 3GS is great if you hate accessibility. Yeah. Look at the file. Appreciate that. Yeah, so, on that subject, by the way, accessibility, not necessarily, like, not specifically on websites, but just in general, for a lot of things, software-related, is dog shit, right? Things like keyboard layouts, specifically, because I have hit that issue numerous times. Oh, my God. Why? I do not use... Flashbang warning. I don't use QWERTY. I don't use standard Dvorak. I don't use standard programmer Dvorak. I use a modified programmer's Dvorak because shut up. The amount of programs that do not like this is surprising. Oh my God. The amount of games that don't implement rebinding correctly. Holy shit. There's so few games that do it right. Black Koala Baby, how you doing? That's not a command. Oh, so you can't actually print anything out on these printers. I don't have it hooked up to Twitch. Welcome, though. How you doing? I can't play one C1 because I also use Dvorak. So I have a fancy keyboard. So you see the image is split because my keyboard is split in two, right? This is one half of it. This keyboard is a programmable keyboard. So I've got a game mode on this thing, right? So I hit a button and it swaps my layout. There's two of them, actually. One of them is for QWERTY, one of them is for Dvorak. I need that because one of my space bars is escape, right? The space bar, the WASD keyboard space bar, right? That's escape. That's not space. You hit escape in a game, and it opens up the pause menu. It doesn't jump. So I need a separate profile on my keyboard to be like, no, that's not escape this time. It's not fancy. It's two because it's split, but it's still staggered for some reason. Let's shut up, all right? I know you use your column thing and you like it, all right? But I don't feel like dropping a lot of money on that kind of keyboard if I don't know if I'll like it. Okay? Okay? Company that I'm at hired me while they were migrating from TFS to GitHub. Wow. And surprising number of senior devs hadn't used GitHub, and I became a god among men in my first weeks. That's amazing. The game's probably used the scan codes. It's not even that. It's stuff that they didn't think of. We'll let you rebind every key. Except the use key, because we forgot to put that in the menu. Huh? You let me rebind keys, but you forget to put a bunch of commands on the rebind menu. Huh? The one that I remember really pissing me off about it was Satisfactory, actually. So, Satisfactory is a 3D factory building game, right? The coffee stand? Not 7 days ago. Let's do like a while back. Is there like a trailer for this thing? Everything didn't update it. No. Trailer. Give me that. Update 6. I know. Early access. No. E3 trailer. Okay. I don't want to hear it. Come on. There it goes. So, it is a factory building game where you have resources that you feed into machines with conveyor belts, right? And you make other things from the resources, right? And it's first person, and you go around collecting resources and bullshit or whatever, right? But, oh my god, these things look different. That's far too large. Let's see. Yeah, so you build up the factory, and you have to configure each of these things, right? To do what you want it, what you need it to do. So you go up to it, you hit use. I could rebind use. Now, normally, when you hit use again, it closes that window pop-up thing. When I hit use again after I rebound use, it just stared at me. Huh? So then I press my sideways key. It's the D in the WASD. That's E in Dvorak. That closed the menu while I strafed. It took them forever to fix that. I'm planning on adding the multi-printer to print this. If not, I'll move it from command multi to command test multi. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Factorio in 3D, basically. Yeah, kind of. Kind of, sort of. I mean, there are some very clear differences, aside from the whole, oh, this one's 3D. Satisfactory is a constructed world. It's a map that's the map, right? It's not auto-generated. It's the map. And all the resources are specifically placed, and they have specific densities, I guess is a good word for it. Factorio is, here's a seed, generate a map, fucking go for it. And then it just diverges from there. I mean, sure, both of them have trains. They work completely differently. Oh my god. Sure, they both have locals, alien, whatever, dogs, whatever, you know, all that kind of shit. Satisfactory, they're mostly passive until you get too close, whatever. Factorio, they will hunt you down and kill you. You have to have active defenses. That just doesn't exist in Satisfactory. Yeah. But yeah, it's a lot of differences. The only similarities is like, oh, it's factory stuff. Okay, they both have conveyor belts. That's about it. I'm honestly surprised that the big engines don't handle the keyboard input sanely by default and requires extra attention from the game devs themselves. So I think a lot of it is just like attaching the action to like the key correctly. However they get the key, it's more of like the action being attached to that key. So like the use action is different from the close action. So when I rebind that key, it only rebinds one of the actions because that's the only one that Rebind was set up to rebind, right? Because Satisfactory forgot to connect the two, basically, right? Yeah. Yeah, key is connected to binding, which is then connected to the action. Right. Right. They just retract the key labels from the physical key binding. Well, it's still not that simple, not that easy, you know, because there's contexts where if you're in a certain context, the keys mean something completely different. Right? Think walking versus driving. Your keys are very different in those two situations. Well, not always very different, but the same keys do different things. Right? One that's a extreme example. Endless Space, which is like a space flying sim thing. It has a plethora of actions. Jesus Christ. But depending on like what mode your spaceship is in, your WASD will do different things. One mode it'll strafe, the other mode it'll turn. You know, it's like it depends. Yeah. Physical key position works a lot of the time, but not everything. Right. Big influence is very few people rebinding their keys in the first place. Is a thought of an accessibility tool, not a make weird keyboard layouts work feature. Right. But because I have a layout that's so different, it shows what they missed in their accessibility features. You know? Sure, but the key codes should still be the same. The problem you described sounded a lot like you can rebind an action to this key, but in this specific way, that remapping was not accepted. But this should be trivially done by the same engine, by the engine. Well, I don't know, because like in certain circumstances, you might want. So in like a standard, like the default config, one key may have two actions to it that you want to assign to two separate keys. So you don't want to reassign both of those to another key. No, you want to assign one of those actions to the other key. Right? So again, it's not like a cut and dry kind of thing. Yeah. It was made in Unreal 4, which didn't have the best key binding option in the system. That's fair. Yeah. But yeah, so like one of the things that I struggle with, kind of. This isn't like a Dvorak thing. This is my caps key, my caps lock physical key, isn't caps lock. It's control. That's where control should be. Shut up, you're wrong if you think otherwise. That's it. So many games don't handle that correctly. But to be fair to the game, I am rebinding in my OS the control and the caps differently than I'm rebinding the rest of the keyboard. To be fair. I mean, have a fucking caps lock? Yeah. That's where escape should be. No, escape should be the button, the button, the space bar. It should be the space bar. Half the space bar, rather. The problem isn't necessarily the key to binding step, which is what the engine can do. It's sometimes in the binding to action step. Yeah, which must be game specific because each game has different actions. Yes, I think you explained it a little better than I did. Yeah. That's a lurk on like that's fine. Thank you for stopping by. Appreciate it. Escape should be below tab. I don't know about that. What key goes to where the normal control key is? That's caps. That's right here. I have that switch over to caps. Yeah. Why doesn't the keyboard just send the right scan code? So, funny you should ask. At work, I have to RDP into a bunch of servers. Those servers, I can't install Dvorak, my flavor of Dvorak on it anyway, and I can't install Dvorak on because it's a shared account, because of course it is. So I can't. I'll fuck up my coworkers. They'll be confused as shit. Trust me. So on my work keyboard, I have a setting where I hit a key and it remaps Dvorak into QWERTY. There's no fucking scan code standard. There's that too. So yeah, that is it. I actually have that option on here too, I think. I think it's like 3. Hang on. Let me new. Okay, so I'm in standard Dvorak, right? So home row on my left hand, that is where my fingers are. That's the G key on QWERTY. I'm going to enter. I'm going to hit 2. That is Dvorak remapped into QWERTY with spaces. That's for games that like don't know what the fuck a keyboard is, a layout is. That's what that is, right? Or like there are games where I can remap keys, but oh, you can't remap fucking comma there because shut up. Comma's my W key, or the W key in the WASD, right? It's comma. But no, you can't use that because fuck you. What's on 3? I don't know. This one might be QWERTY to Dvorak or something. The fuck is this? So A is the same. M is gonna be the same because those are the only two that are the same between Dvorak and QWERTY. Let's go over here. Group. Shit. No, it's gonna be just that. No. I need this this layout space like that, and this. No, that's not even. What the fuck is that one? No, I hit the wrong one. That one. It is okay. This one's also Dvorak to QWERTY. No. Kind of. I don't know. I confuse myself. Yeah, Dvorak on the keyboard, QWERTY to on the layout. The other one I have is QWERTY on a Dvorak layout. This one's Dvorak on a QWERTY layout. And 4 is okay. That one is just straight through. So that doesn't do any changes. But that's my gaming one for things that know what Dvorak is. So I've got a few layouts. Ooh, boy. Yeah. Hold on. Why do the local layout and the one that are most serve even clash? The terminal protocol sends characters. No. No. I don't think so. Well, it can't. So that's the funny thing, actually. So in Windows, I have a layout in the OS set as, hey, this is my dumbass Dvorak version. Use this, please, Windows. And Windows goes, okay. What isn't part of that is my control cap swap. That is a registry setting. Why? I don't know. I don't remember if I needed to do that in the registry or if I could have done it in the layout thing. I honestly don't remember. The control swap carries over, but my keyboard layout does not. It's really weird. Yeah. Scanning codes are pretty standard, but the key locations but they are key locations, not key meanings. So each OS has some way of mapping these codes to meanings, which often depends on the software-defined keyboard layout. I think Linux or the X Windows system anyway does it in like does like a geometries or whatever, right? What the hell is that? User share X11 XKB LS geometry, yeah. In here. And these are like geometry for like physical keyboards, right? LSPC. Oh, wait. Vim PC. Yeah. Generic 101 key. Generic 102 key. Generic 104 key. Right? So this is that like layout to scan code, I think, right? There's another one. Fucking Dell. Dell 101. Sun's in here. Why isn't IBM in here? Because are they just PC? T6. This is an approximate layout for a US/ASCII Sun Type 6 keyboard. I just took a similar layout. One of the one we adjusted the sizes. All right. Sun Type 6. What the fuck is that? It's just a little different physically, isn't it? I guess it's got the keys over there too. It's got macro keys. Look at that. Kind of. Stop, again, props, undo, front, copy, open, paste, find, cut. Huh. And help. There's a help button. Help! Well. Compose and all. Oh, okay. Jesus. All right. Goddamn. Goddamn. It's got volume keys and shit. Oh my god. It's got a sleep button. What is a standard layout? ANSI or ISO or style keyboard? Are we gonna treat QWERTY as standard and which version of it? Or are we maybe Quartz or AZERTY? Yeah. Sleep button, right? On Windows, you can just create a keyboard layout driver. That's what I ended up doing. Yeah, digitally sign it and install it. You don't have to. You don't ever have problems. But because of the digital signature requirement, people run services that hook and intercept interrupts instead. Oh my god, that could cause a world of problems with it. Yeah. So the layout that I made for Windows is a driver, basically. That was made with a Microsoft tool, right, or sysinternals tool, whatever. So it installs no problem, right? I haven't had any issues with it, at all, honestly. But you are a Linux person that does weird stuff, so I mean, you're not wrong. Honestly, you're not wrong. I mean, that's why I have this fucking folder that I was in. This one, right? No, no. Shit. Keyboard. This one here. This folder. Because every once in a while, when the X Windows system updates, it breaks my fucking keyboard. Eventually, I got around that by just adding my keyboard to XFCE because I figured out how to do that. Symbols. Oh, it's the custom one, I think, right? Yes. Custom. This one isn't overwritten anymore. Yeah. Yeah, so I use the Dvorak base. And then I just change the few things that I wanted to change. It's all it's the number rows essentially, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, that's the programmer's Dvorak, and these are the ones I change. 7 keys. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 7 keys that I switch around. Because what programmer's Dvorak did to them is stupid, in my opinion. But whatever. And I haven't really had an issue since I've gotten that in there. And even in the settings, if I go over to keyboard right here, layout. Okay, well, a user. Damn it! At one point, it did actually have the correct text there. It doesn't right now, but whatever. It did at one point. Damn it. Did it can't install on the servers, right? Which is why you have to mess around with the remapping locally. So it's not that I can't install on the servers. I can, because I have install perms on that. Because why again? I don't know. Fucking stupid setups is what it is. But I can't because again, it's a shared account on these stupid things. So I use the same account that my coworkers use. My coworkers all use QWERTY. I can't have trouble. Yeah, I can't without causing a mess. Really. There is a dev server that we got that is a fresh install of Windows 10. Fresh install of Windows 10. That one, because it was a fresh install and fresh setup, we're not using the shared account. We're using our own accounts on that. That one, I put the layout on because that's my account. No one else has been using that account. You know? Yeah. Oh, and so, for some reason that made me think of yeah. No one else is using that account except if like, you know, I do the remote help thing, right? And someone else like I share my screen with someone else and give them control of like the IT help desk or whatever, right? There've been a few times where I've had to do that kind of thing where I give IT control of my desktop or my laptop or whatever at work. And then they go to type something. And when they type, they go, wait, that's not right. I think something's broken on your machine. And I'm like, wait, no, it's not. You just weren't expecting this. I changed the keyboard layout and go try again. And he goes, oh, that was weird. I'm like, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You're fine. Don't pay no mind. Account sharing is bad. Tell them to fix it. This can't be audited properly if something goes wrong. You are correct. I cannot fix it right yet without breaking literally everything. I can't. The move away from PLB into AWS that we are going to be doing later this year, or starting rather later this year, we aren't going to be using shared accounts for that. We're going to be doing it correctly if I have any fucking say in it, which I presumably will have quite a bit of say in it. It's a Linux environment. To be fair, our Linux servers, we all have our own accounts. The only shared accounts are two of them, but those are the ones that run the jobs, right? And God, so this was all originally on Unix systems, so all the perms are fucked. PLB is stupid as shit and can't do perms correctly because shut up. Why would you think it would be able to? Yeah, so if I and in groups aren't set up correctly, like the user perms and user groups aren't set up correctly on these things. I've been trying to fix it a little bit, but no one that set this stuff up knew what the fuck they were doing. So everything was chmodded 6 or 777 or some shit, right? So everything's got read write execute for everybody because shut up. I'm trying to fix that, but I'll break shit if I try too hard. Yeah, we're getting there, but there's things in PLB that I cannot change or they will break, and one of the CSRs will come from my head, and I do not want that right now. Yeah. Speaking of AWS, my company pulled the AWS transition for my project because they wasted too much money on other projects to do the planning, which we should have done internally. And there's no more money for the contractors to do the implementation. That's rough. That's rough. Oh yeah. Further speaking of AWS, by the way. So in our weekly meeting today with my boss, my group with the boss, he had mentioned that all of IT was getting AWS certified. I'm like, ooh, can I get some of that? He's like, yes, absolutely. I'm like, fuck yeah. So, because I told him, like, I am not against AWS. I am kind of excited for it, actually. And I haven't really been able to learn it because, or really get too deep into it, because I didn't have the resources for it, right? I didn't want to wake up to thousands of dollars in an AWS bill. If someone else is paying that bill, sign me the fuck up. AWS is too expensive anyway. Just run a few cheap servers, install anything with Ansible, etc. No. That's what we have been doing in the past, basically. It's bitten us in the ass so many fucking times. Jesus Christ. The two devs, AWS certified. We could have done this all ourselves. Oh my god. Get an A Cloud Guru account. Best AWS course I've done yet. Ooh. Most cases, moving to AWS isn't worth it at all. Not unless HR plans to get rid of 20 plus people in HR. No. So for us, it will make sense. For what we are doing, yeah, it'll actually make a lot of sense for us. So our disaster recovery is smoke and fucking mirrors. The first time I saw it, first time I saw this process play out, I'm like, oh my God, we are lying to the customer through our fucking teeth. And I brought this up to the VP. We had a meeting, and I'm like, this is a joke. This is smoke and mirrors. If something actually went wrong, we'd be sitting around with a dick in our hands. And I didn't say it like that, but like, I'm like, this is terrible. And they're like, no, and then brush it off. Like, oh, no, it's fine. It's good. Don't worry about it. It's good. Don't worry about it. I'm like, no, it's not. At all. It's not good. Yeah, so this big bank, we have a smaller customer for that bank that was extracted out of the main program into its own little program. That program is self-contained. We just run that program in DR, disaster recovery. That program hasn't changed. I'm sorry, it has changed once in the 3 years I've been here. The other program changes every other week. Like, program changes. It's not because I'll get the blame and the calls. Yeah. Yeah, so the disaster recovery, by the way, is, okay, you dial in from home to the New York plant and run the job there. And I'm like, fuck you, no. What happens if my power goes out? Who's going to run it then? Not me. Hey, by the way, Lapta. I don't know if you're back from ads yet. Can you run a local cluster that supports some of the AWS APIs to get some practice without the stupid risk? The company's going to have the stupid risk, so I don't give a shit anymore. Thank you for the follow, by the way. Appreciate that. Yeah, AWS manages the servers. That's what's bitten us in the ass a few times, is the server shat itself. Oops. The power went out. Fuck, we don't have a generator. That's part of it. Bab, you back? Also, all of our stuff is batch processing. We can spin up an AWS fucking instance, run the batch job, then kill the instance. Your disaster recovery was run it elsewhere. Yes. So when the data leak, tough luck, we run it in New York now. So when you leak data, well, yeah, not quite. That data leak was a disaster, by the way, because that is already run. God, we have a vendor that we want to run all of our web stuff on, which we are dumping because they're dog shit. We don't self-host any of our web stuff because why would we? That would make it makes no sense. We self-host everything else, or have been. We didn't manage the servers because it's a host server environment. It's the server vendor. That's their job. The server vendor went, these are the customer servers, we're not touching them. We set them up, we make sure there's power to them, end of story. Last month, I got an urgent task. Hey, we need to shut this server down soon. And by soon, I mean yesterday. Send to this server instead all of your FTP, SFTP stuff. All of it across the board. Just do it fucking ASAP. And I'm like, Jesus, all right. This is like the most urgent thing I've ever had come out of this department. The web department. So joking around, I found out, and talking to these people, talking to Web about something else. I'm like, oh, by the way, what was that all about? That web server was running Windows XP in production on the open internet. That is why when someone who had half a brain found out about the server went, fucking what? Unplug it now. And we're like, oh shit, wait, we need to get stuff off of it first. Don't unplug it yet. The web team is stuck in 1999. Never been patched or rebooted, and this is bad even on Linux. Oh, yeah. There's an unnecessary third-party provider. Yeah. We are taking all the web stuff that this provider had done for us and moving it into AWS. That is the first project that is being moved into AWS. You want to know why? Because when it shat itself last year, we lost customers. We lost sizable customers. We're not letting that happen again. It's going into AWS. We're backing it up like a dozen, well, not a dozen, but we're backing it up several times. I had a coworker that said the XP was still the best operating system ever. Not in today's environment, no. It was great when it was still supported. Not anymore. Finally used Docker. I've never had really a reason to learn Docker. Honestly, I've never had the drive to learn it. We're gonna find out. I don't know. I'm gonna fuck around and find out. Kubernetes! I'm gonna find out on the company's dime. I actually have fucking Docker installed here. I just don't know how to fucking use it. Can you not? Out there. Goddamn. You go deep. Yeah. Something many Linux admins don't know. Yes, unlike Windows, you can update the kernel with it running, but it still runs the kernel from the old inode until you reboot. Yep. Which reminds me, I forgot to update the Red Hat server this week. I brought it up to IT that's saying I wanted to do it, and I forgot to remind him. I did that to the dev server in Red Hat this past week, and it updated stuff. So yeah, updated the kernel. Oh. Also, how's the short form KDS supposed to be readable? It's not. Less typing, less keystrokes. Fuck you. I learned that without a local server. Without my local server. Yeah. Unless you do the live patching stuff, I think hardly anyone does. Yeah, live patching is neat. I wouldn't trust it in production. Honestly, I don't think I'd trust it on my local stuff. Honestly, and even then, I'll want to restart anyway because I probably have something that I started that I forgot to kill. You know, anything I run can pause for a half an hour to do updates. You know, go ask on Twitter. iTunes, what's your best uptime? Watch the carnage. Oh yeah. Docker's nice. I've used it a few times. It worked to create or reproduce a build. The firmware, right? Yeah. Independent of any computer configuration. Yeah. My uptime is max a month. Mine, I don't know what it is right now, but it's max like 2 months, I think. 13 days. Let's go. This is my local thing, right? My servers that I have, I mean, the Debian servers, I need to actually update. Those have higher uptime. I don't know what it is right now, but I'm not going to check on stream. Whatever it is probably too high, honestly. If I'm being honest, it's probably too high of uptime. One of the servers at work had like a fucking year of uptime. So I said, fuck you. Updated and restarted. Yeah. But almost at 10 hours because update. Huh? Are you updating for 10 hours? That Bad Apple video is getting views. I got like 3 subs and really? It's pretty good. I think I only put it in your Discord. Is it unlisted or is it an unlisted video? People actually like lurk on Discord. That's amazing. I love that. What was that? Pics and Vids? Where'd you post that? Pics and Vids? Maybe that's just like Discord, like hitting the server, hitting the video again, or something. You know, whenever someone reloads the channel or something like that. I am amazed how that WinXP whoopsie is your biggest oopsie in this company that had, considering how you operate, based on the stories you told me, the shit that could be on fire easily. Yeah. So that, oh shit, we need to get off Windows XP on the server wasn't the oopsie. The oopsie was, that was actually a Windows 2020 server. So Windows 8.1 server, right? Unpatched since fucking 2015 is what it was on the web. And then they got in with an IIS CVE, and then propagated to the rest of the web servers with a Windows share, a Samba SMB CVE. Again, unpatched. So cool. My other PC is at 99 days, but that's mostly in suspend. Okay. That's probably who is searching for Bad Apple receipt printer. You maybe it comes up with a Bad Apple. I don't know. The oopsie was Deck Alpha running Windows NT 4 with some service packs. With none of the service packs? Oh, God. Ew. It's atrocious. And I am not finding it. Yeah, where did you post that, Jojo? You got Joey's vid? You got 11 subs now. Congrats. It's an update. How dare. I don't feed this to my capture PC, so you're just getting it through my microphone. Jesus Christ. Did you have to like speed up the video to get it to match the music or no? Double digits, let's go! Bum, bum, bum. But yeah. You did? Okay. Yeah. What do I have notifications? What's going on here? Members karaoke 3 hours ago. Oh, I missed that. Whoops. That would be nice to say. Video took 8 minutes to record. Oh my God. Yeah. All right. I feel like I had to skip all the frames. No, probably not. I'll do a full black image version once we fix the Epson printer images. Okay, yeah, that. Oh, I don't know what the fuck is going on with that. I have no idea what that would be. Let's have a look at the documentation actually for Epson. No, not that. Where the fuck was that? This one. What's that code? What's the E main. Where am I? Okay. Printer 24, and that is escape 2A. What the fuck is 2A? What the hell is 2A? Ask a table. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. 2A asterisk. All right. Escape asterisk. Character commands. I didn't even realize that there were headings on these. Printing paper. No. First print. No. Image. This one here. Can you hit the? Oh my god, that'd be a mess to clean up. Finally got some more Parmesan to eat. I thought that's a permission at first. I'm like, why you need permission to eat? Parmesan to eat. Damn, it's good. Does that printer have a solenoid? Yes, both of them do. Both of them have a cash drawer jack to trigger a solenoid in a cash drawer. Yep. All right. Supposed to have the image data column format. K indicates the amount of K indicates the amount of bit image data. K is an explanation parameter, therefore it does not need to be transmitted. What? Different depending on the printers. Neat. Huh. If the bit image data exceeds the number of dots to be printed online, the access data is ignored. The bit image is not affected by print mode. Emphasize double strike, underline, character size, white, black, reverse printing, or 90 degrees clockwise rotated, except for upside down print mode. Bullshit. I think. I know I tried that on the Hoenn, but I didn't try that on this one. Okay, this one. I gotta turn on. Hang on, let me turn on scripts. Jesus Christ! Fine. Okay, here we go. All right, I see what I was doing then. All right, neat. Format, range on this guy. M is 0 or 1. M is 3. Okay. 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 After printing a bit image, the printer processes normal data. When printing multiple line bit images, selecting unidirectional print mode with escape U enables printing patterns in which the top and bottom parts are aligned vertically. So what the hell that means? Literally 2 in a row? Jesus. Reese's Bunny, how you doing? Yeah, what the heck? 2 butts in a row like that. You unban the bot. Oh my god. How'd you unban the bot? Ban that guy again. This command is used to print a picture or a logo. The relationship between the bit image data and the print result is as follows. 8 dot mode, 24 dot mode. Okay. TML90. The bit image mode selectable by M are as follows. Vertical is in the direction of paper feeding, and horizontal is perpendicular at right angles to the direction of paper feeding. Yeah. See this for specifying paper width. What? See that for specifying the origin of layout. Paper layout is not used. Top of black mark, bottom of a label, etc. Okay. DPI dots per 25.4 millimeters, dots per inch. Okay. In standard mode, or when printing position is specified by escape T, is lower right or up or left in page mode. What? Density 203. What the divided by 3 DPI. What the hell? 203. All right. So Jason dots. Okay. Origin of layout. Okay, so this is right. So that's page mode. Paper is not used with the black mark. Bottom of the label. Huh. Oh, so this is standard mode. Origin of layout, bottom of a label. Origin of layout. Paper layout is not used or top of the label mark. Okay. Number of dots. 576. That's what I figured out, wasn't it? Fake Pirate, how you doing? Am I printing? Not actively right now, but yeah, kind of. After progressing so much, at least a definition for how grammar definition is written for the repo. There you go. What's this look like? Nice. Progress. Notation is based on the base BNF. All right. What was I? I was way over here. About deletes message. So when I click ban, it unbans and then ban it. What? 203 dpi looks like an odd resolution. Maybe converted from symmetric units. Probably. I don't know. That'd be the whatever the print head is like maximum DPI though. You know. All right, so I don't see any weird gotchas with this. Hmm. 560 dots. What the fuck? Maximum number of dots. 1,476. What? When the starting position specified XT is upper right or lower left in page mode. Oh, so that's like sideways or whatever? Or something? Upper right or lower left in page mode. I don't know. I'm getting tired. Do I need to do the line spacing for every row? Already 4:30. Yeah. We're gonna do line spacing once. Oh, I want to go over to print this. And where's that image? Doesn't work. Okay, I don't need to do it every row, but that's fine. It still doesn't do it the way I want it to do it, though. What the shit? So weird. Jojo, is your printer doing the same thing with the images like that? It is. Let's not do that. So we just send this stuff as fast as possible. Don't wait for a response. What if all is byte like that? All equals append that. And then we're not doing this. Then down here, this is where we're going to do it. Yank that. Put it there. Send it all at once. That didn't work. Let me try changing the printer speed. Hang on. It doesn't, but it prints the image at different speeds depending on what it's printing. Like, what the fuck? All right. And then just that, and then that way. Okay, it didn't cut. Good. Okay. I turned on slow printing mode. Didn't like that. Okay. We're gonna get rid of that. Put this back. We're gonna put this back. And then we're not gonna do this. Like that. How you doing? Welcome. I don't know how to pronounce your name, but welcome. We're not gonna use that anymore. This printer isn't happy, so I'm going to turn it off. And turn it on. Current state worries you. Uh-oh. Available for pickup in Illinois? The fuck? Where the hell did they ship it? Alright. I mean, okay. Let's get some text. Where's the, not the tree, not the tree. Why am I going back and back and back? That's slow. I turned it to the slowest speed. How many dead trees have had to make this work? Not that many, honestly. I mean, like each roll is about this size. I haven't really gone through that many. I still have like half the package I bought, right? So I haven't even gone through a full package. So yeah, the paper I'm going through here is nothing compared to what I go through at work. We go through at work. These are 2 rolls that we have at work. This is for the big printer. We have 5 or 6, no, maybe 7, 8 of these at work right now. We go through a lot of paper at work, like a lot, oh my god, a lot. In this roll, there is, in one of these rolls, we found out, 14 miles of paper. The paper we go through is nothing compared to my mom printing legal documents for home storage. Just remember the Game Boy printer was a thing? How soon until you hook one up to a NES or Game Boy? I don't have one of those. Our personal legal docs. Oh boy, the personal ones, yay. Almost 24 kilometers. Yeah. It's a lot of paper. We go through this fast. Like we can go through that in, I don't know, a few days maybe, if that. If it's month end, we'll go through one of these in like a day or 2. How many trees per roll? Yes. This printer that you have to a NES or a Game Boy. Oh. If I had a serial printer, it'd be easier. I'd be able to hook up a serial interface to like an expansion port on the NES or whatever, and fucking bit bang it. At like the lowest baud setting, probably. One roll is that many square feet of paper. Sure. Yours, yeah, you've got serial on yours. They do make serial to USB adapters. But not to the kind of USB I'm doing, all right? They don't have a NES. That's unfortunate. It's estimated that a standard pine tree with 45 feet of usable trunk and a diameter of 8 inches will produce around 10,000 sheets of paper. To consider this another way, 1 ream of paper, which is 500 sheets, will use 5% of a tree. So a few trees. Yeah, this is a few trees. All right. Should have measured how wide the roll was in the picture. I test that at work. Kind of USB you're doing, it'll be slow, but it works. I don't know, because these are not USB hosts. They are USB clients. They are USB B, not USB A. They're not the host system on that. The USB to serial adapters expect the USB to be the host. Right? I don't know if it'll work on this. It will. I still have my doubts. Do they show up as ULPT or UCOM? Neither. They are networked. They show up as an IP address. Although if I do plug them into USB, they show up as dev USB LP0 or whatever. Yeah. Yeah, these are on network. These are IP addresses. But yeah, no worries, Captain Pie. Sorry, I had to check my math. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What is it? How bad were we off? How far were we off? If I have to, you can refund it. Give me. I can whichever you order to. Yeah. Those things are LPT behind a USB adapter. Interesting. Yeah, for the USB stuff, I guess. Yeah, that's at least that's how Linux handles it. I still send the same. I don't send like fucking laser printer commands. Like I can't send PostScript, but I can send X+. It's just like a file that I write to essentially. No. Anyway, I'm getting tired. I haven't done anything in like an hour. I need to sign off too, honestly. But might be a good thing because CO2 is already bound to these in these trees, and growing new trees might bind even more. And we cut those trees down to make the paper. I don't know. Found out the paper companies plant way more trees than anyone else in the world. They're like 90 or 95% of all trees planted, and do way more for the environment than those environmental orgs. To be fair, I mean the paper companies are growing their resource, right? Logging companies, not paper. Okay, they're 1,100,000 square feet. Damn. Okay. Aren't the two largest paper companies? I have no idea. Oh. Yeah, they're not taking down new forests, right? I doubt they have a literal USB to LPT adapter in them. It's more likely they just have a microcontroller using USB. Yeah. Yeah. They're showing as a printer device. Probably. Bob's your Bob's your uncle. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, I see where there could be an eye. Yeah, I see that. Yep. Time to crack it, one open and hook it directly to the 8-bit data bus on the cartridge. Oh my god. There's just some memory space for sending in Bob's your burger. Bob's your uncle. Bob's your burger. That's a different thing. Okay, Bob's your uncle. Replanting trees doesn't increase CO2 in total, but the CO2 generated by the machinery does. That's an expected CO2 cost. Yeah, CO2 cost is fucking weird for things, and the math is complicated because, like, okay, you don't need to just think about the product you're making. You need to also think about how you're getting the product to where it needs to be. Bob's a eunuch. Oh, God, what? Electric tree harvesting or H2? Huh? What? Anyway, I need to sleep, I think. I'm getting tired. I haven't actually made any progress for anything in like 2 hours. Based on 18 inches wide and the number of feet length you gave with a couple online unit conversions on the way, so yeah. Using electricity or hydrogen powered machines. Hydrogen doesn't grow on trees, you know? Hydrogen powered chainsaws. If you ever want to be terrified, or not terrified, horrified. That's the word. If you ever want to be horrified, look up the reason that chainsaws were invented. You will be horrified. Anyway, we're gonna go say hi to someone else. We're gonna raid somebody, so come with me to say hi to whoever we say hi to. I'd appreciate that. I'll be back on Sunday doing something. I don't know if I'll be doing more of this or if I'll be fucking around something else. It's the same assuming the numbers on the roll are accurate, which, yeah, I don't know. Yeah. That's always a hit or miss. Was it to cut dead cows into pieces? No. Joe Megan's got it. Yeah. Yeah, the subjects that these things were used on were not dead. They were very much alive. And this was the safer option than the thing it replaced, which is even more horrifying. Yeah, right? Oh, we need a hole in there now. Fuck. All right. Low yeah, just slightly low precision. It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Where are we going? Where are we going? Where are we going? Let's see. It's Somebody's learning SQL. It's also not for government work. Yeah, right. Let's see. Where are we going? Where? Yeah, let's go see the SQL guy. Why not? If it has a hand crank, right? Not as scary anymore. Well, I don't know. But yeah, so that's right here. These things right there. Fucking terrifying. Yeah. Yeah. That's terrifying. That's terrifying. I don't have the plumbing that this would be used with, and I am still terrified, honestly. I'm waiting for this ad to finish, by the way, so just give me a second here. All right, copy that. Oh, yeah, looks like they're having fun in SQL. So we're going to go say hi to this guy. Come with me to say hi. I'd appreciate it. But yeah, so I'll be back on Sunday doing something. I don't know what yet. Who knows? I may or may not be doing more of this. I don't know. I'll be fucking playing Valheim for all I know. But yeah, come through to say hi. And I will see you guys next time. And yeah, you guys have a good night. Bye.